Woo! Comic Collector Club. I'm back. We got Matt, Steppo, and Bleak. Some other guys should be coming, I think, but this is a good panel. We are set up pretty proper tonight. I'm glad you came, Steppo and Matt and Bleaker. Let's see what can I say. All right, so I know for sure 3 guys ain't coming, but a few other guys said they may. I saw Houdat said he's coming, and
Tan said he tried to pop on.
Who?
Tan. Hurricane.
Oh, that's right. I sent him a link.
Tan. That's good. He just got some original art. It's beautiful. A Bagley piece. Very, very nice.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, he sent me pictures. They're really nice.
Yeah. I was expecting him to come, yes. And Bry said he was going to come and show his Air Boys, possibly.
Oh, right. I think I remember him threatening that.
The Astonishing Boys are going after Airboy and Wings covers, as far as I can tell. I can see that the Merry Men they are slipping into the. I am welcome them into the dark side of Golden Age comics. Yes, welcome all.
You are a good influence on Golden Age. I'd seen them last night. They were looking at like the market report over the last year and 2 years and the bars, and they see that gold is maintained, if not gone up, and everything else except for modern has been dipping, like bronze and silver's dipping. Modern's doing well because of Absolute and Invincible or whatever the heck.
Even the Ray Shaw Gold book is starting to go down, and that was a book I thought that would never go down.
But it's a cycle. Because when it turns around, it'll. But the thing is, there's a lot more silver than there is gold, and there's a lot more bronze than there is silver. And I think though that after you get past the thing where it's what you grew up with and you have real affection for, and those books that you finally really wanted to get that you couldn't get when you were a kid, then you sort of as time passes by, you start to look at various other things, which is because I grew up in the Silver Age and into bronze, but when I found out about Golden Age because of the history, that's where it really started to rock and roll. Hi, Rad.
That's another guy I was supposed to send the link to. Rad.
Hi, Rad. Hi, TM.
Same way you could do it, Matt, because my phone's in the kitchen. Can you send a link to Rad?
I'll try. I don't have Rad. Is Rad on Instagram?
He is indeed. Rad Arts and Comics.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You just type in Rad, you'll probably see him. All right.
Yeah.
So my power had like a little brownout about 3 minutes before we started. So if I crash out, I'll hop on my phone and take it from there. But I got a couple books, and we'll just treat it like a regular club. Me and Bleaker have a thing we're going to talk about in a little bit. But nothing too crazy this week. All right. So for me, I got the new Spider-Man. I kind of like that cover.
What's he coming up through?
I have no idea what this is.
Some like a swamp or something?
Yeah, it's like spory mushroom. It says witness the birth of Spore.
Cool. That sounds really awful.
What a name.
Boy, the marketing boys, Bleaker, they really got it down here.
For the call for. That's horrible. Disgusting and cool.
And then I got the other book with Spider-Man in it, Venom. Venom.
That's a nice cover.
It is a nice cover.
It's got Mary Jane and Peter Parker on the cover. I ain't much Eddie Brock anymore. So Venom is Mary Jane and Spider-Man's Peter Parker. So Venom is basically Spider-Man at this point.
Why? Okay, can I ask why is Mary Jane Venom?
It's been that way
because they've run out of people to venomize.
Yeah,
Matt.
It's a dynamic on Venom and Spider-Man's history, I guess, kind of deal.
Well,
I'm waiting for venomized Aunt May myself.
Well, if you know Bane, they should venomize Bane because Bane uses Venom to be all this tough guy to be in the first place. So
I don't know, man.
You don't think so?
Oh, if I was to pick, I I think Eddie Brock's the way to go, but that's just me.
Honestly, Eddie Brock is cool. I remember when Flash Thompson, they did a Venom run with Flash Thompson as Venom, and it just didn't feel right.
Eddie Brock is so good, and I love the show with him. You know, I have a virus. I have a parasite. He says, well, you'll be better. He says, no, you don't understand. And those guys that are robbing the gal in the convenience store and causing all the problems. Is this a bad man? Yes, he's a bad man. I want the bad man. And he eats them. It's pretty good stuff. There's Rad.
Hi, Rad. Hi, Aaron.
Hey guys.
I did buy one more thing. I got an extra top loader, so that's fun. And that's it for me. Let's see. So let's just get to me and Bleak's thing. We'll just run across y'all so we have time to think about it if y'all got anything you want to say. So me and Bleak were talking backstage, looking for ideas for shows and gimmicks and stuff. And we are talking about doing a comic book draft where we pick a pool of books for all of us to pick. Oh man, I got a big surprise, boys. This business just picked up. Y'all ready? Bang. All right. We got MT.
Well, hello there.
Hi, MT.
What up, MT?
Now we can start the show. Now we're ready to go.
Yeah, man, I feel good now. I'm glad Rad and MT came. Feeling good about this episode.
Yeah, I told Trollfire he had to come too, so he's gonna be.
Yes.
That's great.
All right, so here's the gimmick, MT. Glad you made it. And Rad. We're going to do this as a group. We're going to figure out what books to put in a pool, and we're going to have people pick books, and we're going to check on them periodically to see which books are doing well or not doing well. And whoever's doing the best will win. And we haven't picked a certain amount of time, probably 3 months. Bleak sounds about
Something
right.
like
4.
Yeah.
Like a fair market value ad, or
Yeah.
people
think fantasy
voting on
football.
it? Okay.
Really. Basically, think fantasy football. We each have a team of
Yeah.
books. All the books at the top grouping of books is worth so much. The second.
Well, I'm Team Absolute Batman and Absolute titles. Okay, you guys can have the rest.
That's fair, but we'll put up a bunch of books and we'll pick them all, and then we'll have teams. And by the end of a couple months, we'll be able to see what books did better. Who's better at picking a fantasy?
Who can
draft.
pick a winner?
Who's better at picking the winners?
I think Batman #1 that came out last year. That's going to be the book.
That's the one.
That's the one. Batman 1.
You might take that one and it might go down. You never know.
That's all right. I'll use the absolute cheat code because we all know this.
Oh yeah, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Turok, I think it's his time, Matt. I think it's his time. It is time.
All right.
My entire retirement plan.
Hey
I don't
Dan.
know.
Hey guys.
Hi Patel.
How you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Hey, Dan, how are you?
What's up?
We're kicking, man.
Vanity 1. That's the way to go.
All right. Well, let's start off the show with some original art. Let's start off with Patel's piece you got.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I got this actually like a week ago from Alan's Claim Sale. Amazing Spider-Man number 850. Art
That's
by
amazing.
Mark Bagley. A little bit of an action panel right at the bottom here. So what's cool about this is you got Norman Osborn, you got Spidey, and then over here you could see that's actually Spider-Gwen. So in this story, it's like Norman Osborn realizes that Gwen Stacy or some form of Gwen Stacy is alive and whatnot. So that whole struggle with Spider-Man over it. So I thought that was pretty cool. You have 3 iconic characters, even though it's not the original Gwen Stacy. I thought that was.
Well, let's see that little. I didn't really quite see it. You showed it kind of quick there. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Here. It's just the first panel here, so you can see Gwen right in the corner.
And that's a Bagley. What did that? You care mind telling us what it run? If it's too personal, don't let us know.
No, it was on the stream. This was $7.75 US.
Okay, $7.75.
Yeah, certain Bagley, if you're talking about the '90s Bagley, Spider-Man, it'll always get quite pricey. But these, kind of newer Bagleys, this is like a 2021 or something like that. It's a little bit more reasonable, you could say. I do have some comics too, Biggie. Before I
hammer them out, man.
I do
Let's
have
hear
some comics. I got the Biggie FOMO comic.
Wow.
Ew.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a
God damn
monster issue. There you go.
Well, that's actually Bleeker's kind of thing he's going for right now. The
Yeah. Let me show some Bleak books then. Let me show some
Pun
Bleak.
intended.
Vault of Horror.
God damn
35.
it. This guy. Who invited this guy anyway?
He's awesome.
hey man, Patel does what he wants, dude.
We've got one more, actually two more books. Another Golden Age book. Shock Suspense Stories.
That's crazy, bro.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Beauty, brother.
That's a fire book.
That's a gorgeous one.
Yeah, I'm between this one and the Weird Science 16 of my favorite Wally Wood covers.
Okay.
Good old days. Back in the good old days.
This last book I know is dear to Bleeker's heart.
Oh, look at you go.
Old Vampirella.
Nice.
Horror, like I've been on the horror.
6.5. That's a beautiful grade for that book. That's
That's a-
very inexpensive. I know that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
Oh,
That
yeah.
book is that might be a good one to pick because it's kind of down right now, and that
That's
book
a good.
will not-
Yes,
will not stay down.
that's a good point.
I wasn't gonna miss.
I'll ask you a question here in a bit, MT. I have a question for you. Go ahead.
Sure.
I was just gonna say I wasn't gonna miss the Biggie Shack Collector Club. I told Biggie I was gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for old Biggie Shack. But it's the best show of the week, guys. So appreciate
Thank
it.
you, man.
Well, whoa. Okay, yes, it is.
For me, it's the best. I know you guys on the Monday show is a very tough competition.
Yeah, no, it's whatever show you're on currently is the
Oh
best
yeah,
show.
sure.
It's true.
There you
There
go.
you go. Great,
Leave
great.
out
There's
comic
our
book
marketing. That's our marketing man right there.
I'm
Leave
going
out comic
to
book church. It's fine, Tan. Don't worry about it, brother. It's
I'm gonna
cool.
shout out Roman real quick for shout outs to Biggie, MT, Bleeker, and the rest of the great.
Roman Curtis.
Hey Curtis, or yeah, Roman, if you want in, dude, just let me know and I'll give you a link, man. But let's give him a.
Who are you, and why have you summoned me?
Who are you and why have you summoned me? Indeed.
I love Roman, man. I'm gonna give him the Hulk 181 gimmick. All right.
I used to think you were just about the most perfect person in the world. You're just a slut.
Biggie, I don't remember you being there, but I guess it has to be true because it's on the network.
Yeah.
Who made that for you, Biggie? Because it was hilarious when you were going for your 181. I remember they made that for you.
It was a soap opera. That saga of me getting to 181 definitely was a soap opera. That was Roscoe.
Roscoe did that nice.
Yeah. What up, Doc, dude? We're looking forward to Doc's return. Doc almost made it this week, but something came up. And let's see. So we checked out
Man
Patel.
cave.
What's up?
I said man caves.
Doc.
Oh, you know what?
He's
Stepo had a question.
lurking.
Stepo, let her rip, dude. This is why I wanted Stepo and MT to come to the Collector Club because I want to hear y'all talk on stream. So let her rip. What question did you have for MT?
Yeah, what do you got, man? Shoot.
Well, we go over all these different. You sell an awful lot, and you handle a lot of the modern books, the Bronze Age books, and the coppers, and into the Silver Age, and as a market, a strong market. I know that Marvels are very strong, but I've noticed there have been some auctions. There's Troll. I have noticed there being some auctions where DC has done well too. Do you think that DC has a chance of in copper and bronze and what have you to come on a little bit and get some level of parity with Marvel?
Well, I mean, obviously, this absolute Batman craze, which has saved the modern comic book price index. A lot of times, late night post game after we're done doing the auction shows, I'll go over market reports. So, I've been tracking trends and sales, and modern for the first time in, I don't know, 10 years is actually going up. And I'm seeing, Silver Age tanked pretty badly in the last 2 years, and it's finally starting to climb back up. Bronze Age horror in particular has seen some pretty big jumps up and is a very popular.
Okay, wait, just a moment. Just a moment. Okay, I am going to choose Bronze Age horror as my pick for the 3 month period. And I think that I'll let someone else have the absolutes. Okay, Biggie? You with me?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you're with me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, MT.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen how well the Nick Cardy DC horror books have done recently, the Neil Adams, especially Oh, I mean the Wonder Woman good old days type books,
I love that.
have always been strong, but I've seen some big jumps in
Even the Nick Cardy Action Comics covers are starting to go up a little bit.
because this was a total divergent from the Silver Age, which was a response to the Seduction of the Innocent. They dialed everything way back, right? And we didn't get anything like this in the Silver Age. And then 1970 comes around, and there was a turn in comics, and they were they went back to kind of the golden age risque type horror books. And
I think you hit the nail on the head.
And I think it was super popular because then they just kept right on doing it, and then they started relaunching all the golden age horror titles in Marvel, and they redid Chamber of Chills and drawing a blank on all the other titles, but they did a bunch more. They actually did.
I honestly, I read an article, well, a blog article, whatever you want to call it, in my research recently that actually said the fact that Marv Wolfman was able to use his name because they say it's his name, so he can use it, actually opened the code a little bit bit more, just the horror.
Yeah, I mean, here's another one is, they did the workaround in the late
With my magazines, yeah.
by publishing in the Curtis, even though they were still Marvel, they were under Curtis to get around not having to put the comic book code authority on there. There's a beautiful Boris Vallejo. I'm on a kick of buying Boris Vallejo.
That is great.
Troll, mute your mic, Troll.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
So at any rate, Red Dress, good old days.
Yeah.
Type cover.
That's amazing.
Well, she has too much of it. There's too much of the dress on her still. Go ahead.
That's right. Well, I think that how well the horror comics or the horror Curtis magazines did was probably a big reason they started relaunching the regular comic book size horror. I mean, this is definitely an homage to the Golden Age Seduction of the Innocent type horror books. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
I love magazines. All right, so I propose to the panel, or Matt, you're really good at keeping track of records. Are you up for the challenge of just if we're going to go around and pick books at certain price value?
I'm not sure I'm going to make it.
You can't do that. All right, I can write it down. I'll do that. Let me acknowledge Roman and Patel real quick.
Beautiful.
Oh, you finally opened my box.
That.
Well, hold on. I'll show this.
Is that Jamie Tyndall?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Tyndall.
Metal cover.
Jeez, that's a gorgeous book.
Gorgeous.
That's a book. That's a poster.
Yeah, that's a book. That's
wow.
Metal cover.
Metal cover I put in a frame for him because his wife was kind enough to buy him some extremely rare metal Tyndale metal books that we were gonna all frame for him, but the frames never came in time. So you didn't show him the other framed book I sent you.
No, I haven't. That's the first thing I pulled out of it. Here's the ones that my wife was so gracious to.
We're going to Saturn.
To get Matt to find for me.
Oh yeah, dude.
What in the freak? That is crazy.
These Rolling Stone Jamie Tyndales are impossible to get. And I was able to get those from Jamie Tyndale's personal collection because they're all gone. They've been all gone for a long time. The metal covers I got right from him, and he triple signed them.
You can never find these. They are impossible.
No, you can't find them.
I've been looking. I was looking for them for 2.5 years.
Yeah, I got it from him personally, and they were supposedly books that were his.
Kind of looks like that slab you got, Rad, with the Janet Jackson homage, right? The gun.
Yeah, kind of. With the Rolling Stone. Yeah.
They had a Maxim magazines type series in the Rolling Stones, and the Rolling Stones are the hardest ones to find. And the metal cover version's impossible. You're not going to find them.
Well, he only made 20, maybe 20 of those.
Yeah.
Let me pay some bills here with this Roman Curtis 5. Say hello to the bad guy, Trollfire. Everybody loves
the bad guy.
Love you, Roman.
Thank you for having me, Big. I only had a few minutes tonight. Oh, I'm glad I got you in and you can finish and show. But wanted to be a part of the show. I'll be listening in. Thank you so much.
That's great, Tan.
We're gonna drop a leg for these guys.
Big Biggie. Biggie. Biggie.
All right. I pride myself on the Collector Club. Everybody on panel is the boss. So if anybody has something they want to say, just let me know. Chirp up. You want to show some books, whatever. But I'm proposing we all pick a book and we give it a price range so we can at least get the ball rolling on the draft. So we got diagnosed some books at a price point to look in the future.
All right. Well, let me ask you this: are we talking about a percentage of value add, or are you talking a simple dollar for dollar value add?
What do you think, Bleeker?
I think like so. We were gonna pick. So you have in like fantasy football, you've got top drafts and you've got second drafts and third drafts and stuff like that. For the top draft, we would probably pick all of the same kind of price book, whether it be a 3.5 whatever and a 9.8 whatever. But I think that's where we're at, Biggie, right? Like they have to be.
I think so. I think we're going to skip the percentage because it would be like a dollar book. If it went from $1 to $10, the percentage would be nuts. So we're going to stick to $1, like whatever dollars or higher.
I know the book. I know the book I want to pick, and I was dancing around it. I'd like to pick House of Secrets 92.
Okay, well, let's find a grade and a price point for it.
It's going to be hard to get everybody to be at the same price point book, right? And otherwise, it's like whoever has the most valuable book could win if it's a straight dollar amount. So it's got to be some type of.
Well, I'm not sure that would happen because it could go down in value. That's the gamble you take, right?
Well,
what's the time period here?
Oh, we got 3 months from after we start the draft. It's going to be like a 3 or 4 month thing where we finish.
I'm going with Bronze Age, only because that seems to be a good area. I don't think Golden Age. If you want to pick a Silver Age book, good luck with that. But I mean, I think Bronze and Copper would be more so, unless you're picking an absolute Batman or something. But House of Secrets 92, because MT struck a chord with those with the horror books, and I have been actually I'm kind of late to the game on this. I have some, but I've been basically putting these together, and quite a few of these I've been putting them together on Astonishing.
Yeah. MT, is there a way you could find like GPA or Whodad's pretty good at that too?
No, I can. Well, I probably will shock you with showing you what the comic book price index trends are over the last.
I'll
5
show
years.
more later. Let's let him show.
Hey, Bleeker, do you think we should go with just pass sold on eBay?
I honestly, like I said, I think we're gonna go with books that are all basically the same price.
Yeah, for a few groups, right?
Whatever book you pick, that's fine. But we're gonna get a list of books that be the same price. We pick how the grouping of books that we pick, however many we pick, and then we go from there. Whether there probably be books from the Silver Age, the Golden Age, whatever books that are there, we'll pick from them. We each have a team. And then we go from there.
Let's diagnose a price point on a House of Secrets 98. What grade should we go?
92. House of Secrets 92. Well, it depends.
Right.
It's going to be in the high tier, right? Is that what we're saying? It's going to be in the the top.
It would have to be in the multi-hundreds. Yes.
I'm going to have to interject a small point of clarity here. It's like you basically have to do graded books. Because you can't verify the grade of a raw book sale on eBay, which is always the problem with trying to establish stuff off of eBay sales, because you can claim the book as whatever grade you want it to be, right?
Yeah, I can go out there and throw a big wrench in that real fast.
So this stuff, guys. So this is the trend over the last 5 years, right? And Golden Age, you can see the big swing in the past year. I'm sorry, the past year. Modern has gone way up, which is incredible because the entire time I've been tracking this, it's only gone down. Golden Age is the only age that has only gone up. And I'll show you, I'll click on this and we'll look at the last 5 years under Golden Age. Obviously, Silver Age blew up during the shutdown during the peak of the Marvel movie eras. The movies were doing fantastic. And so that caused the prices of all the Silver Age keys to go through the roof.
Oh my God! Look at these these Golden Age books. Oh my God!
So then you have a market correction that kind of happened, and a lot of people got disillusioned. The movies weren't doing well. They're like, I dumped all this money into these Silver Age keys, and but now Silver Age is slowly starting to climb back up. Come on, internet, you could load. But this is showing the top Golden Age books. You can see over the past 5 years, Golden Age has gone up. It's the only era that has done that over the last 5 years. And I went over this the other night, but here's your big Golden Age
heavy hitters
that have seen the most value adds. You know, got some LV Cole mixed in there. Obviously, some of the big hits like Chamber of Chills, Startling. There's your famous Schomburg cover. Planet Comics snuck in there. Trollfire. There's the Allen book, the Mickey Mouse 4-color.
There's my Fair 39.
I really want to get a Neri #1. At some point, I will get a hold of one of those.
Terrific 5.
You've got All Winners Club. There's your shock suspense stories. The old EC. And it was interesting.
Two Gun Kid. How about that?
Yeah, it's interesting to see how many Disney books are on here. But at any rate, it's just kind of, there's a Beware. That's another title that
there's
Marvel
Fair
relaunched.
40 as well.
Yeah. The famous baseball issue, World's Finest.
It's first Scarecrow.
So I just kind of want to give you an idea of why Silver Age might actually be a good pick in this draft, because Silver Age, it was basically at an all-time low about 4 or 5 months ago and is slowly starting to climb back up.
Ooh, God.
This is how bad Silver Age has tanked in the last 5 years. It's going to be shocking how bad this is. But I mean, again, a lot of it was because of how well the MCU and the DCU Marvel Universe, you got a lot of new collectors that happened. A lot of these new collectors were uncomfortable buying raw books, so they wanted graded books. Submissions to CG3C were through the roof. So here this is peak pandemic 2022, right? And then has basically fallen off a cliff in the last 4 years.
God.
But it is starting to recover finally. And if Marvel decides to make a good movie with this upcoming one, it will probably bounce back. But here's your big
I see a lot
Age.
of familiar friends in there.
Yep, your first Doctor Doom. What is that?
First Brainiac.
The infamous Green Lantern. You got the
Kicking
first,
ass though, for real. Like Brainiac actually went up, so that's good.
yeah, you can see how that one's probably helped a lot of it out, right? You got Tales to Astonish, the first Ant-Man.
Yep.
Now.
You got the early Hulk books have been doing very well lately too.
Hulk 2 stayed pretty.
They served me very well, but I bailed out of them.
Well, 252 is going up again, but that's the movie effect.
Thank goodness.
So then you got the first appearance of Groot, another major book. Actually, you know what? One of the wildly expensive books that have recently become very affordable is the first appearance of Fin Fang Foom.
That's a tough book,
untouchable. Now it's getting a little bit more reasonable. Spider-Man 3, you can see how much that has gone down, unfortunately. One of my all-time favorite books there, Loki. The Fantastic Four. I mean, look at these trends. It can be kind of depressing, but it can also be encouraging as collectors, because now some of these big keys are finally affordable enough.
Yeah, it's a buyer's
get them.
market.
Here's a book that I'm working on right now. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a Green Lantern one right now. I just wet cleaned that one.
First Green Lantern Corps, nice.
And the ASM 50. ASM 50's actually seen some big recoveries here recently.
I just heard from Alan he's not feeling well. He won't be coming on.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shame. There's a book that I'll be selling. This I got a real nice copy of this. I'll probably be putting up on the vintage. I love this book. I think this is one of DC's best books, actually. The first Babs. Old Barbara Gordon there's Batwoman. And of course, we saw this Vampirella, right? We saw this one already tonight. But you can see very few have recovered. Silver Surfer 4, which is the best Silver Age cover, might be the best.
Vampirella line kind of really is different than the rest. It goes up, down, up, where the rest kind of trend down.
Yeah, this book obviously at the high water mark was another untouchable book, but it's coming back a little bit faster than the rest of them because of how good it is. Iron Man's another one, obviously with Robert Downey returning. I think we get this. I'd love to see this book on here. I love to see the Star Trek book on there. Look at that's actually gone up. That book tanked, which is a shame because Kang is such an excellent character in the comics, and they just did not do him justice in the movie, which seems to be a growing trend after 2016.
You can get high grade copies of Kang for a couple $100 now.
I sold a raw 6.0 of Kang for $1,600 during the pandemic, and you can get one of those now for I don't know $200 maybe.
Yeah,
Damn.
So on to the Bronze Age, and I am taking a little long with this analysis, but so here's your Bronze Age in the past year. You can see how it's actually recovering faster than Silver Age for sure.
I think there are a lot more people that collect Bronze Age, and I think that the price points. I don't know if Bronze Age is more expensive than Silver Age at this point. I don't really know.
Well, I think again, it's horror themes seem to be very popular right now because that's essentially what the Absolute Batman universe is. It's more of a horror type overlay. You had what was the Hulk run that was the horror run here? Immortal Hulk. I think it's more of a Silver Age is how do I put this kindly? A little bit more vanilla type storylines.
DC, yeah.
Where you get into the 70s horror, you started to get.
They were testing the code. No, they were testing the code at that point. That people had had enough of the strictures of the Comics Code Authority, and in the Silver Age, because that's what you had, they had to rely on art and good storytelling, and it's not as edgy as it might be. That's why Marvels and Silver, I think, are better because they're edgier. And I think that's what gravitated. That's what everybody seemed to gravitate to. But in the 70s, both DC and Marvel took the gloves off and pursued more of the edginess that they had.
Yeah, I think it was a reflection of the American culture. I mean, we adopted anti-heroes in the 70s, Dirty Harry, just think about all the great anti-hero movies, and then you got the great anti-hero comic book characters. Wolverine was essentially an anti-hero, so was the Punisher. And that they were looking for a little bit more adult themed content, perhaps. Not that the Silver Age isn't fantastic, and the genesis for this billion-dollar industry happened essentially in the 60s. But
what I think happened was in the Silver Age. You know how, like for example, Mort Weisinger had the opinion that the audience for comics flipped over every 5 years. And it was brand new people. I think what happened was by the late 60s, the kids that were reading it then stayed, and as they stayed, they got older. They wanted more mature books, and the market responded with books like in the Bronze Age.
I agree. I think that's a great point.
Well, Ghost Rider's tanked, and Conan is on the rise. Of course, the movie's coming.
We do have a movie finally, and I'm glad that they waited. I'm hoping, God, I really hope it's going to be good. They basically blackballed the guy who directed the first two. They wouldn't let him make movies anymore. Can't remember his name, but at any rate, this book, I just sold Man Cave a copy of this. This book has seen some. Was it Man Cave? Yeah, it was either Man Cave or Dr. Don. This book has seen some serious jumps. The Green Goblin issue.
Oh, okay.
This would be a strong choice with Sadie Sink now playing Jean Grey in the movies. Look at how 121 dropped off a cliff. This is shocking.
Oh, God.
Shocking because, sorry, this is going to be a hot take, but Gwen Stacy was way better wife material than Mary Jane.
Okay.
I know it's a hot take, but interesting enough, we just sold one of these on the show, the premiere, the first Grendel book.
I traded my copy I had a copy of that, but it's pretty flat if you look at that.
That's
I
good.
think this is a book that could be poised to
Grindel.
make some pretty good jumps. If that just dropped that, I mean, this is a long time for Sabretooth. I think that's a strong choice. Swamp Thing 1, I'm shocked to see it kind of go down because I've actually
It's got to go up.
I've seen some decent sales of that. Here's another book I don't think is going to sustain. I think we're going to see a little bit of market correction on that because they basically used him for one episode and then we didn't see him again. Here's a book I'm shocked actually went up. Star Wars 1.
Shang-Chi's going up too, like a lot.
Yeah, because it was way down. It was way, way down. They are bringing him back. All the Defenders, which are the street level heroes, are going to get their own production. That's why I
It's
think
gonna be a good book to get into, Defender
Yeah,
stuff.
I've got some of those to show and discuss tonight. Here's a book I just sold yesterday. First Black Cat. She sells a lot of.
You sold me my 9.
Oh yeah, the graded copy 9. Yes, indeed. Here's a book that I love. Star-Lord. I'm a big Star-Lord fan. He does look a little goofy on the cover of Marvel Preview.
But it's a magazine. I don't think it's really fair to put that in there because it's a magazine.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
This is obviously
He-Man. Yeah, man.
I am biased.
Oh, that's a
on
beaut.
that. Biased on that, but here's one of my all-time favorites. I'm also a sucker for Conan. Obviously, if the He-Man thing didn't put in there. Here's another book that just saw a pretty big drop that might be one that's worth considering because I think that will absolutely recover. It's the first
All the
Kitty
origins
Pryde.
in that one too.
First Kitty Pryde, first Emma Frost, and the people who just got hired to do the rewrite on the MCU X-Men movie are both Korean Americans. And it does appear like they are going to feature Jubilee and Kitty Pryde as the main characters in that film. So it might be worth considering that one. First Trash Panda. I'm glad to see this finally recovering. I got a lot of copies of that, so I guess I'm biased on that. This one, which is the worst cover of a first appearance major character ever.
Bar none.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Isn't it 2 first appearances, actually? It's 2.
No,
right?
you have a first cover appearance of Mystique. In her, I guess, final form with the blue skin and the white jumper. But at any rate, you can see that these Bronze Age, shockingly, are mostly Marvel books. But from what the sales trends that I have been seeing,
God, look at the Jimmy Olsen. That first Dark Side is tanking.
Yeah.
Savage Sword of Conan, again, a magazine. I just don't think that should be in there.
Well, I mean, you
Savage
do have,
Tales, I should say.
Yeah, but you do have first appearances of major comic book characters in there because that's the first man thing, right?
Yeah.
So I guess, I mean, it's based. Let's be fair here. It's the workaround for the Comics Code. If they could have printed that book in the regular comic book size, I think they would have, right? Here's a book that absolutely tanked and is slowly climbing back up because of how poorly the movie was.
Yeah.
This book, again, I don't see this book slowing down anytime soon. Anytime soon.
Barenthal is so good as the Punisher. He really is good.
And this is just such a beautiful cover.
First Bronze Age book.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is the initial Bronze Age book, and there was some
227's doing well.
It's gangbusters, dude. That might be. People say that's like the best DC cover right at this point.
I mean, it's hard to go at it was a throwback to, again, this is a throwback to Golden Age genre cover. I mean, that's absolutely an homage of a Golden Age book.
That occurs to me.
Yeah,
but I mean, like that line looks better than the line for, as I said, the Ra's al Ghul book is not doing as well as it used to.
They need to do something with Talia and Ra's al Ghul because they're both good characters. If they touch on those things are going to go ballistic.
Look at that House 92 line, though. That's impressive, bro.
You saw some big jumps. Again, I think this is another one that's set to recover. I was like, you may not want to pick a book that's going nothing but up because it may plateau.
Oh yeah.
But you get a book like Giant Size X-Men here, which has fallen off a cliff here. Because this is only a 1 year average. We're only looking at a 1 year average here. And this book has gone up. There's been a couple big sales. It's been on the Hot 10 list, which is actually something we should just look at real quick. I know we don't get sponsor money from these websites, but
yeah, while you're getting into it, I'll show something real quick.
Yeah,
too.
do it. Let me call up this other website.
Share screen. Oh yeah, here we go. So they got some sales on House 92s. There's a 7. Well, I don't really trust that. That one looks 7.5 for about 2,600. That's a pretty big amount of money. I would be into like 4.0 range, thinking that'd be a good book to pick. What do you think, Bleak? What grade do you think we should go on this book? This will be our first book in the pool. Bleak ain't with us.
If you go on Go Collect, you can see what the most common grade is. Do you have Go Collect on yours, Big Matt?
I don't.
Yeah, we were just looking at that, and
Yeah.
actually, let me show you this and kind of give a pitch for why I said the percentage might be better. So this is the Hot 10 list, and this is graded comics that have sold above the 1 year average considerably. Number one on the list is the Defenders, which is the street level heroes. That's why it's doing it. That's the first solo title, even though it's not their first appearance. You know, there's their first appearances, first 3 appearances. But their first appearance was in Marvel Feature, and then Marvel Feature 2 and 3 were their second and third, and then that's solo title. So at any rate, when they report on this stuff, if you can go back to that other screen.
Yeah,
there we go. When they report on this, they give you a percentage jump over the 12-month average, so you can kind of see in what grade, so that we don't have to sit here and pull out a calculator and do math. I can report on this stuff, right? So this 86% jump in a 9.4 is a massive jump, plus the 45% in an 8.5, I think, is what propelled them in the first place there. So it's like you have these outliers that can kind of push things over the top. I'm glad to see this on the way back up. Awesome Jack Kirby book, first Black Panther. You can see that the high jumps were in the mid grades, which is impressive. I like to see that they're not all just on the high end. Obviously this book is big with the movie coming out, Barry Windsor Smith. Not exactly a super high print count on this. It's a square bound book, subject to spine splits. But you can see an 8.5 jumped up 58%. That's a major jump. 7.0, 21%, 20%. I mean, those are pretty high. I think that's actually more impressive than this. But because you have multiple grades seeing double-digit increases. This book with the Marvel movie anticipation, you saw this probably, the big sale on the Stan Lee sign. I don't know if
that would help. Yeah.
Went up 47%, and I think at a 9.0, for 35,000 signed Stan Lee was a steal. I think it's probably worth twice that, honestly.
Oh wow!
So you've got again 20% in the mid grade. I'm happy to see that. This is a book everybody's been asking me for in the last couple weeks. It's been almost untouchable to find one reasonably priced. But again, you got mid grade jumps 4.5, 5.5. This book, I don't see this slowing down anytime soon. This is probably, I don't know why this isn't number one on the list, because look at these jumps in a 9.6, an 8.5, 23, 7.5, 28, 30%, and a 6.5. I mean, they're all high teens.
You're getting some price compression in there.
Yeah, I mean, this is multiple grades. You don't just have like one off where one grade jumped 86% and threw off the.
It's a cumulative.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're seeing the blue chip type books here, right? Invincible. I think this is also Invincible and Absolute Batman are the two reasons modern age books are trending way up, right? only 10,000. I remember seeing this on the stand and the guy at the LCS trying to talk me into buying it. I'm like, I don't buy indie books.
Oh, geez.
That was
Oh
a dumb
no.
I could have bought the all first 5 issues together in one pack for like I think he wanted like $60. I thought
I
that
just
was way
can't
too
get
much
into
money.
Invincible. I just don't
I
get it.
can't either, Stepper. I'll be honest.
The show's amazing.
I will say that I didn't read the comics, but I did watch the show. The show is great, and like
Yeah.
anything that goes into multiple seasons, it starts to get worse and worse and worse. And there was some terribly abrasive episodes.
See, I start watching that, and then I just say, why am I watching this? I go watch Dragon Ball, and I go straight to Dragon Ball and watch that. So,
Well,
yeah,
I think it has classic hero journey tropes in it, which I think we're sorely lacking of in this era of everything must be subverted and deconstructionism type of thing. What we want good stories where the hero goes through a progression, a hero's journey, and grows and does the right thing. And so you have that, I think, in Invincible. The funny part is like every character in Invincible is a direct knockoff of a DC or Marvel character, which is so funny. But Adam Eve might be, which is why she's one of the main characters, might be a divergence from that, but it is pretty funny. I thought it was well done. I haven't read the comics, but obviously the fan base seems to be
very solid,
very much behind this title.
Yeah.
But again,
speaking of that book, real quick, for such a low print count, do y'all find it amazing how many high grade quote unquote copies are out there?
Well, it's a modern book, so we're in the era when people, because back in the Silver Age, nobody thought these would be collectible, so they didn't hang on to them.
That's not entirely true. I can tell you that we collected very carefully in the day. We tried as best we could, and a lot of guys bought books and took very, very good care of them, at least where I lived.
Well, there was I guess the point I'm making, there wasn't a secondary market established in that era. So yes, you wanted to collect it because you wanted to keep your things nice, but no one had thought about them being investments until you got to the first comic conventions and the Mile High Comics started putting their ads for back copies, here's a book that Wolverine's second appearance.
All right.
Which you can see these are moderate gains in the multiple issues, and but this is a book I think you can see how much it's jumped up this week alone. Given how far this book has fallen off, and you've got an X-Men project, I think this is probably a strong pick for the draft.
It's a good candidate, yes.
This book again, see, you've got one sale that kind of bumped the average. I guess you do have a low grade 24 too, but where there was the big sale, the 9.2 sold for 1.5 million in April of 2022, and then you've got a 9.6 selling for 2 million in 2024. That's actually a more of a drop off than you think, especially given the inflation that happened over that time period. At any rate, that's why I was kind of saying percentage, because it may be hard for us to find a book that.
Yeah, I think that we can make our mind up on percentage and dollar later. We just need to diagnose a grade and a price for the book. So
on the House of Secrets 92,
yeah,
the majority of the books are at 7.5.
Okay, what can we agree on that being a price? I'm guessing 2,400.
7.5 is 2,300 FMV.
All right, let's write that down.
I have Hulk's first appearance here too.
Thank you, Stepper.
I would like to point out real quick how big of a.
All right, so I'm gonna give this. Trollfire and I talk about this stuff constantly. So I specifically search out slabs that I can crack out and increase grades on. This book has tons of denting all over it. Needs to be cleaned. I think I can turn this into an easy 8, possibly a 2-point bump if everything goes well. But this book it's actually going to be at the top of the list next week because of the sales that just happened on this, which isn't reported on that website I just showed you. But
that's Hulk. What number is that?
180, which is the first appearance of Wolverine as stated by the creator.
Which is fine. It's not the first cover appearance.
It's the cameo. It's the cameo according to most of the guides. First appearance of Wolverine in cameo on last page, Wendigo appearance. So
the average grade on that is really quite high. It's between 7.5 and, I mean, it's right around 7.5 to 9 is where a lot of those are.
it's a Bronze Age book. You would expect higher than average grades. Plus, you know, the quality of binding and the paper was much better in the Bronze Age than the Silver Age. There's nothing more terrifying than working on Silver Age books. They're fragile. The inks are terrible. The paper's terrible. It's easy to screw them up. Bronze Age is far more indestructible. Golden Age is a lot easier to work on than Silver Age is. So
that's $1,000 book at 8.5.
All right, let's write that down. $85,000. All right, good. Now we're cooking with gas. Good.
And yet Hulk 181 CGC is that, like, they grade that book. That better be my copy.
That's nice.
it's not your copy.
That's not my copy.
No, it's Dr. Don's copy.
Oh yeah, that is Dr. Don's copy.
That's Dr. Don's copy.
What, Bleak?
I said this is going to take 10 years with all these people trying to figure out books.
We got 2 books so far. We're moving. We're getting going.
All right. Well, I've capitalized way too much screen time. So
No, you're good. So Steppo picked House 92. Matt MT kind of picked Hulk 180, but you can have another pick if you want.
No, that's fine. Hulk 80 is good. You did show that so far.
I'm gonna go
I
with.
hate him.
What do you want to go with, Troll? What's your pick for a book?
I'm glad I bought that Conan 1 from you if you really want to know.
Yeah, I hear you, Steppo. I hear you, buddy. So just give me some clarification here on the contest, right? This is going to be for a duration of time. Are we talking 6 months? Are we talking
3
3
months.
months?
3 to 4 months, probably.
Okay.
So you need to pull out your X-Men 1.
Or
Or
4. 4 kind of seems like an interesting.
4 has seen some jumps.
Has nobody here ever played fantasy football? This is not.
It's all right, man.
Difficult.
You must not have heard what we were saying.
No, I didn't. That's why I came in late, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So,
No, not you.
yes, I play
Not you,
fantasy
buddy,
football.
Not you.
It doesn't have to be a book you own, essentially, is what he's saying.
Yeah, any book that you feel like
That I think is going to go up the most.
or go down, or just any book you want. Honestly, like whatever's interesting to you.
I mean, for as beat down as it is right now, there's 2 books that I can think of that are probably
Poised.
great ones to track. I think one is Vampirella 1.
Yeah,
Let me write that down.
that's a strong choice.
And we ain't gonna do this all night.
It's a
We're just gonna
magazine.
put you.
It's a magazine. Cheater.
That's true. Are we doing magazines, Bleak? Is that all right?
Like I said, I really think that how many people are going to be involved?
5 to 10.
Okay, how many books do we get to pick?
We're gonna have to get a pool of like
Probably 10 each, 5 each, 6
probably
each.
about
Oh
100.
God.
Yeah, we're gonna have
This is starting to sound like work.
it is
Too
gonna
much
be
work.
work.
Well, that's why you guys. This is making it much more complicated than it is. Let's just take our. You got to write down the best books, top 100 books, best books from the top to the least, and then we all pick in order which books we.
I could do it all by myself. I'm just giving you guys like some
Oh,
picks.
so are you doing it like player positions? Like you had to pick one from each era?
Exactly.
You had to pick a
Like
golden
that,
age, you had to
exactly
pick a
that,
silver
exactly.
age, a bronze age, a copper, and a modern.
We could do that. Absolutely.
You don't have
100%.
Listen, I got out of college quite a few years ago, and this sounds like a course to me.
It does. Nothing we're gonna get sorted out tonight. On
You
this
could
one.
get Chat GPT to do 100 books from golden, silver, bronze, and modern, and you pull up a list, and you can just do that way.
Yeah, we can pick one from each era. One from
Biggie
each era.
Shack, can I since this is so fascinating and our audience is half asleep, can I show a few books?
Yeah, sure.
This is the one that I just got from Troll. 9.2 white pager.
Hey, it's worth more than what you pay for now.
Yeah, I appreciate that, buddy.
This was very fairly priced, and MT has my copy of Conan 1 that went in. God knows when I get it back. He also has my copy of ASM 101, which is not as nice as the ASM 101 that I got from Doc Comics. Here is Here's my Batgirl, which is an 8.
Hey,
Nice.
359.
It's a nice Batgirl.
And here's my House of Secrets 92. This is an 8, but it's never been cracked out and pressed. It's in an old holder.
Oh, it's in a Gen 1. Jesus.
That is.
Telling him this,
No,
that's
it's
a
just
nine-
me.
That's a 9-0. That's
You
a
wouldn't.
9-0.
That's one of your long stay books. You've had that for quite a while, right?
Oh yes, absolutely. I bought this. I bought this relatively close to when eBay started.
Wow.
I mean, close in, and it was from the guy that actually bought it off the newsstand, and held it for a while, and then finally had it slabbed in 1990 when they started up, because this first gen, and it's a white pager. It says off white, but it's a white pager. It's one of my, of all the bronze books that I traded away to get that Cap 1, I would not trade this one because I couldn't replace it if I wanted to.
That's a good move.
And you had showed, we're talking about art, original art. This is page number 5 to Harley Quinn Comics number 1. And the first 5 pages were cartoon by the Dodsons, by Terry and was it Rachel?
Yep.
Terry and Rachel Dodson did this. It's signed by them, and so this is original art for Harley Quinn number 1, and then just some interesting commission stuff that I don't really show. These are here is Harley Quinn by Greg Horn.
Golly.
Oh man.
How much you think cutting
Oh.
now for that? How true?
Oh.
I feel like Greg Horn might be underappreciated because you always hear Dave Stevens and Bruce Timms and Adam Hughes, but you don't hear Greg Horn a lot for some reason. I don't feel.
Here is Carl Kiesel did this of Power Girl and Crypto, which is cute.
Kiesel, okay.
Carl Kiesel. Rags Morales did some beautiful Hawkman books. If you followed him when he was doing Hawkman, here's Rags Morales that did a Hawk Girl.
Ooh, nice. That's gorgeous.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
He was not supposed to. He replaced a guy at a convention in 2017, and I was so happy that he showed up because he's great. Here is the wonderful Wasp.
Oh yeah, very nice. Very nice.
I gotta get a Wasp.
And here is Superman. He says, "This is how I show Superman flying with his legs like that." I said, "Why exactly do you do that?" He says, "Because it's the only one I could figure out that no one's done, and so I thought it was kind of fun." And then, because Hawkman was my favorite, I said, and he took the longest time on this one. I said, I want him carrying all the weapons he can. I want him coming absolutely, completely unglued. He's so mad. He says, "I'll tell you what. I'm gonna put him on top of an exploding volcano at the same time. How's that?" I said, "It sounds good to me." And they were turning the lights out at the con, and he says, "I'm not stopping till I'm done. Don't even listen to them." And we're sitting there, and they're saying, "You must leave. You must leave." Very friendly. But this is the Hawkman that he did for me.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Good shading.
His wings and stuff, the amount of time he sweat on that, and then, of course, the lava's flowing down out of the mountain and what have you, but and the claws, feet down on the boots, the whole bit. He really did. If you haven't read the series that he did, I mean, the books that he did for Hawkman in that series, it's really, really well drawn. Hell of a nice guy, too. Anyway, I just wanted to show those.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Trollfire looks like when he loses an auction.
Like,
Unhinged.
That's not
That
right.
reminds me of a mixture of like old and new. Cool.
Yeah, you're pulling out your minor keys again.
Well, Glenn was asking me to pull it out. He wanted to see it in chat. So
Yeah,
So-
9.0, and that is a monster grade for an X-Men.
What price you think's on a 9.0 X-Men 12? Probably what, 3K, 225? I don't know, 2,500, 4K.
We just
It
looked this
was
up the
about
other night.
4,500.
Yeah, it was like
I don't
four
know
or five
what
grand.
it is now.
I'll look it up right now. I think it was 4 or 5 grand.
Woo! 9.2.
That's a Gen
or
2.
9.0. Yeah.
That's a 9.0.
Yeah, and it's a Silver Age, like just like the 4.
Yep.
But damn.
So in an
Yeah, I've got
X-Men
a
12,
problem with X-Men.
9.0 and an X-Men 12, you're looking at 4,200. There's only been one sale in the past year, and it was at 4,233. Oh, it's 3 sales in the last year. I guess we'll look at what the last 3 sales were. So 57.5, and then you got a outlier.
$2,000. What the hell?
Well, yeah, I mean that's again, you have serious outliers, and this is an eBay auction. So if you have like an eBay seller that like doesn't know how to list his product, or has the auction end at a weird hour, or has a really low seller score, it can kind of throw off the market, unfortunately.
Actually, that's not a real sale. Look, the same book is listed right above it.
Oh yeah, look at the username.
Okay,
Go back.
996, and you're saying this is the same
It's the
one.
same username.
Cert number 008.
The same username though.
Cert number 008. So he probably canceled the sale.
Yeah,
and relisted
canceled the
it.
sale and redid it.
He's oh crap! I put a 2, not a.
Oh,
That's not my book, by the way. I
they should
wish I
take-
would have paid $2,000.
They should take that one off. Because you're right. That is what is it?
Sometimes you got to email them. Like go collect in GPA. They're like bad about those things. You got to email them, and then they'll like, oh, thank you for like doing it. Like I got to do your job for
Look
you.
at this. It's exactly 1 week apart. So we just relisted it and started another 7
And
day
that's
off.
so far apart, like it ought to automatically be flagged.
Yeah, but they don't use AI, to do that stuff.
Yeah, right. There's an algorithm putting these lists together.
So but you got it when you email them, they're like, oh, thank you for helping us, and you're like, yeah, you should give me a free month.
So that $2,000 sale over a 1 year average dropped that way down because it really should be closer to $5,000.
Oh,
It's really $5,000 and 5,700, so it's like 5,225 or something.
Yeah, right.
That's the average, 5,300.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah,
so only 97 copies higher to the top 4.5% and a 9.0.
And see, this is the research you have to do when you list your book. And Troll knows what I'm talking about, because you'll have people that would argue your price, and you're like, this is what I found, and you have to show them all the proof, because they'll just look at one price.
Well, see, that's another thing that Hudat makes a good point on. Like, I do not like using, just personally, whenever I'm selling something, I don't like using auction prices. I would much rather, I'd much rather think it's proper to use like a buy it now price.
I agree. Auction prices seem to be a little lower than what it should go for.
You've got a lot of factors. You got a lot of extraneous factors that can put a lower value.
But if
on
you
it.
want like a hard bottom dollar, auction price is pretty hardcore.
Right, but at the end of the day, like one guy got that
Blake.
price, right?
Yeah, one person.
You know, like how does that define the market for a book?
See, like here's the difference between an auction and okay.
Oh, my bad. I'll tell you something
I'll
real
do it.
quick.
There's my beautiful
Yeah,
Conan.
I'll bring it back to you. Empty.
No, that's all right. It's all good.
Yeah, when he's done. John Romita, right?
Brother,
There's an undervalued key.
this one is really undervalued too, I think. Anyway,
Warlord 1.
I do love a good dinosaur cover.
it's First Warlord.
There's a book that fell
That's the one that's very undervalued.
Yes.
A badass book.
You can buy that book at a 9.0 for like under, I forgot how much it is.
I need to get one of those. Look at you, Blake.
Gorgeous cover.
I love this book. I think this book is a steal of a buy right now. I love it. Yeah, it's undervalued too.
This has always been undervalued. It's ridiculous.
I like Captain Marvel. That Captain Marvel series is so good.
Well,
there's a banger.
Second print.
It is
that's a
easily
Is that a first?
it's
Oh, my bad.
McFarlane's top 2 or 3 covers of all time.
Now, who's the first appearance in that one, Bleak? I know there's a first.
Soldier Boy.
That's it, Soldier
Yeah,
Boy, right?
Soldier Boy.
That's the big one, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the Virgin Hero-gasm.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Collecto.
Index, the Highlander #1.
There can only be one. Oh, that's Zero. That's the preview book.
Yeah, this is the Zero. This is the first
In a
one.
newsstand.
The real first, yeah.
Well, they're all that way. All the because they were like on LCS counters that you could buy. Dynamite was doing that
All right.
for all
Thanks,
their
buddy.
books. in
Yeah,
that-
no doubt.
that year.
If I can get my cursor to work right.
Oh, you wanted to see? I think the Conan #1 is probably worth looking at because that's a book that's seriously on the rise. With that movie coming out, Barry Windsor Smith.
Sure.
I did great on my
Yeah, Bleecker got it such a good deal. It makes me not even want to buy the damn thing. Honestly, like, kind of pisses me off.
What grade was that in, Bleecker?
The guy touted it as a 9.2, but I think it's more like an 8.5 probably.
Right.
If it's an 8.5, I still did really, really well. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
really
you look
well.
at your in an 8.5. Look at your 1 year average is at 550. 30-day average is at 900. That's a pretty big jump.
Yeah.
The difference between a 9.4
and
and
I
like a
paid
9.2.
I paid less. I paid less than half of that. So
Yeah.
The last sale for an 8.5 was 7 1/4, May 20th.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna write
But
that down.
before that, on May 8th of this year, 900.
Well, that again, this goes to Trollfire's comment
Fixed
about
price.
buy it now price versus a auction.
What is it? Conan 1 8.0. What was it?
8.5.
8.5. It's 7 1/4 right now, but the FMV is 575.
So what should I write down for that? 575?
I don't understand the FMV of 575 when the last three sales were 595, 900, and 7 1/4.
yeah.
Well, the
Oh, okay.
FMV is an average of the 1 year, the 90 day.
I'm
and
going
the
7.5.
Yeah, here's your 1 year. So you have a high of a 9 and a low of a 396 over the past 1 year. I will say that the difference between this sale in there and the sale on May 8th is that was in between when they released that they're starting production of the movie. So
Yeah, somebody was beating their head against the wall after that.
then you look at your 90-day average, low of 550, high of 900, and then your 30-day average, low of 725. So just look at the 1 year average low versus the 30-day low of 725. You know what I mean? That's 40% increase. And then you've got the $900 sale that's kind of peaking out in all eras there. I mean, what we're attempting to do here involves a lot of algebra.
It does seem to be like,
I'm gonna have to take my shoes off to start counting.
yeah, I think it's book time. We're out of the fantasy. I wrote down 3 or 4. We're just going to do books now. So let's see.
Kids, I wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
Very nice. I have the slab of that one, MT.
Yeah, this is issue #1 of volume 2. And what I find most fascinating about this is it is a Nazi pilot that looks an awful lot like like they were drawing the Japanese during World War II.
They were not, but all the bullets going through them and stuff. Yeah, I have a slabbed copy of that. You guys have been traipsing around in Fiction House, and I didn't know if you wanted me. Oh yeah, that's the baby.
That's a crazy.
Pepper likes
hard
that one, yeah.
to come by. That's such a.
I think Chonko had that too. Yeah.
Well,
Fiji
Troll
Troll.
has a crummy copy of that. Troll, what, don't you have a crummy copy of that Valkyrie 1?
No, MT
Yeah.
has it now.
I do.
Oh,
no, that's the 960 you just showed was my old copy.
Oh, did you get a 9.8?
What the hell?
No,
is that?
he did
Is
not.
that like
Didn't get a 9.8.
early heat? What appearance is that one?
So this is Airboy, which is what Air Fighters was Air Fighters first, and then it became Airboy. And I love this because 2 points. I just the sci-fi is off the hook on this. You've got floating pyramids on this one. You've got a space alien that kind of because you remember how they did a lot of elephant covers on Airboy. I don't know how familiar
Well,
you are with
he looks slightly heapish too.
He looks kind of heapish and kind of elephanty with his trunks there, but his eyeballs are popping out. And,
Oh, it's an elephant. Oh shit.
And I think I've talked about this before that I believe that the Airboy plane was based upon the biggest mass UFO sighting in U.S. history was in the late 1896, and it was said to look like a fuselage with bat wings. You have to look that up. I was actually going to talk about that on the podcast, but it was the biggest mass UFO sighting. It was seen.
Where was it?
4 or 5 states in the West Coast. Like
Wasn't that the LA fighting air or some shit? I think I
no,
heard
well
that.
before that. This is
Oh, okay.
1897. This happened.
Oh wow.
It was reported in all these newspapers, and they kind of, you know how they actually had blimps and hot air balloons that looked like the cylindrical fuselage, and so the depictions in the magazines, in the newspapers, was like a dirigible type blimp with bat wings, which is very similar to what Airboy's plane looks like. So I think that there was at least some heavy influence on that, which for you UFO fans should be an interesting point. But anyways, I'm big into Airboy, and we have been known to push the market on some of this stuff. I'm afraid it would make it too hard for me to keep collecting Airboy, but I do love it. Here's another Batwing. He's showing the Batwings, but there was a lot of crossover. This is the famous UFO one, where he's crashing through the UFO. Big time futuristic planes. In fact, they have a vehicle that looks like the Shield Helicarrier in that issue. All right, I'm gonna show one more book, and then I promise I won't show anything more. I just did this.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I know
He's
that.
lying 100%.
Here is one that you may never see another example of.
3, 4.
A honest to God quad
What?
cover. It is a Bronze Age. Luke Cage Hero for Hire, First Lion God. I got a guy taken down off of eBay who was manufacturing multiple covers off of backstock.
Oh.
They were clearly manufactured. Did it with a couple of Mark Jewelers, and a lot of people took the bait, unfortunately. But this one
They got a guy who did the Mark Jewell one, actually made it on Facebook. Somebody said they bought one, I think an ASM 129. It's like double Mark Jeweler,
Whoa.
double cover.
I saw double.
It came back a green label. Came back a green label.
So it's pretty easy to spot. Manufactured cover. I mean, obviously, if the inside covers don't match the defects on the outside cover, or vice versa, that's your first big indicator. But the staple locations on the covers are what you're looking for, because they never line up perfectly, which is why it's very difficult to marry a cover to a new book, because the staple locations don't match. But anyways, I just did this for Mark MMM. But when's the last time you saw an honest to God quad cover?
I can't remember, dude. I was looking on eBay and I saw a double Mark. Yeah, I think it was a double Mark Jeweler coupon on like some bronze book. I thought it was pretty cool, but
I showed my double National Diamond insert. So I mean, you can find those with a quad.
Damn. Yeah, you guys got me looking on eBay at inserts, so you did it. My bad, Steppo. I'm just kind of.
Oh, the Valkyrie book.
Valkyrie. Holy shit.
Yeah, Breplay and I have been chasing this book here recently. Anything with Valkyrie on the cover.
Well, this is her first appearance.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And she beats the hell out of Hellboy. She whips him. She flayes the skin right off of his back. Pictured.
Steppo went and got a dagger. He's like, fuck it.
That's another one.
Wow. Who did that cover? That looks like a familiar style.
It looks like Kirby.
Kirby.
But the cover was done by Arthur Petty and Bernard Sachs. Did the cover and art.
Okay, they damn good.
This is one of the biggest Airboys there is with the atrocity on the prop.
Yes, the good old days when you could tie.
And if you look at this purple cover, this is an incredibly difficult cover that just suffers from fading quite a bit.
I can't see the grade, Seppo. What grade is it?
7.5.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, it's
off
just
white.
On my screen, it's
you might want to slide it a little bit to your left.
There we go. Beautiful.
Cell phone people involved.
It's a badass looking copy. Jeez. I love the plane and the detail. It looks very clean. It's nice, very nice.
If you gentlemen have a preference, I have a few books that are fun to show. If you give me some direction, otherwise, it'll just lead me to my own devices.
You got anything you want to see from Steppo, Matt, and Troll? Because you guys are kind of like the guests.
You guys have been talking about Fiction House and all that. Would you like to see some Fiction House?
Sure.
Or not really?
I'm into it if they are. I think they like it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've been doing Jumbo and Jungle and some of those others. I mean, but Wings and things like that. Let me show you what I got.
My favorite Steppo shit is his MLJ superhero shit. Like, that's my shit.
Well, while he's digging books out,
yeah.
There's mine.
Rad Art and Comics. Rad Art and Comics is not anybody I've ever been on a show with. I don't know if he's got anything.
Oh, Rad's one of the premier community artists. He's really good at art. What up, Brad? How you doing, man?
And he's got a comic dog look character as his avatar. That looks like comic dog.
You might have walked away. You with us, Rad?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. How you been? You care to show MT some of your work?
I can show some stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Brad,
Yeah, I got a couple pieces from Rad, and Bleeker has way more than I do, and Steppo has the most, I would say.
Oh, well, you got an Evelyn, and look at that. There we go. Now you're talking my language.
Yeah. MT loves that.
I
just drew those this week.
Awesome.
Those are crazy, bro.
Ghost Rider. The
So
comic
what-
I did.
That's what.
That's another
Doctor
comic
Who-
I'm in.
Yeah, that's his first published cover right there, the Doctor. That one you're seeing.
Is that
Yeah.
what?
Doctor Strange
Watchmen
homage.
homage to Doctor Who, or Doctor Who homage to Watchmen, or what is that?
It's the Doctor Strange cover.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what issue number it is.
Okay.
Right on.
Yeah, it
You
was
did that one too?
requested. I'm inside the book on this one.
Oh, I was gonna say shit. I didn't know you did that one.
And did that. and
Awesome.
Did that.
No, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, Rad's open
Looking
for
at-
commissions. If anybody wants any, hit him up.
Oh, I like that. That's a Jimmy
That's fucking
Time
nutty,
cover.
bro.
Yeah.
I never seen that one.
I
My
haven't
Jimmy
either.
Tyndall. I know you guys were showing that earlier. There's
Oh,
another Jimmy Tyndall.
Okay.
You got the
COS.
the light is not working with me.
No, it's perfect. He's great.
I got Shikari.
Ooh, Shikari, yeah.
They're limited prints. There's like less than 100 of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, are those the metal ones on the Tyndalls, or are those? Yeah, I think those are metals, aren't they?
Those
Yeah.
are normal. I have
Those
some
are
metal.
Do they make?
Define
11
normal.
Yeah, do they make 11x17 metal? I didn't know they did.
I'm sure they do, but it's probably not common.
Yeah.
He does make
Um,
like larger ones, yeah.
All right.
Here's a metal Jimmy Tyndall.
One of my favorite, the Witchblade.
Yep.
I have a handful of the metals, various and assorted. Funny books.
You got,
There's a metal
2 metal
Rosetta.
time deals coming from me, actually.
Oh
How
wow!
many damn medals you got, Rad? I thought you didn't have any.
I didn't even know those were out there.
Here's another metal.
Damn,
Oh.
dude.
Matt likes comics is piecing out. So thanks for
All right,
doing
Matt,
that.
man. Thank you, bro.
Peace, brother.
Here's another metal.
What'd you do? Go to the metal company, dude? You didn't have any.
Here's another metal.
Well, I went to the metal company and
That's awesome.
You went to the
Here's
scrapyard.
another metal.
Damn, bro, what is going on?
Jesus,
That's a
Brad.
crazy.
she's just a chicken devil with evil on her mind.
Here's my favorite metal.
Ooh,
Ooh, there we go.
Ooh.
We were just discussing this book.
Oh wow!
It's fucking awesome, dude.
Right on, dude. I remember talking to Rad, I swear, and he was saying I would like to get me a metal comic, and I got fucking 30 of them.
Hard to beat that one. So who did that cover?
An eyeball cocktail.
Oh,
Perillo.
Lucio Perillo.
Perilla.
Okay.
Yeah, you got your little.
That
flavor.
just came out today.
It's a martini beer with extra olives.
I just got these today.
That's pretty, man. I miss getting Spawn, dude. I just miss getting the covers and.
This is the final issue of the Dark Ages.
6 of 6.
It's good for you.
Liam Sharp. He did the whole book by himself.
Okay.
Hey, Rat Daddy's here. What's up, Rat Daddy?
I got some low print run spawns I could show real quick. I picked up 2 today.
Okay. That's
Is
good.
that
68.
Is that an actual McFarlane or is that an homage McFarlane?
This is a Capullo and McFarlane.
Oh, okay.
Combination. Okay.
Double yoker.
I never seen that one. What number is that? 69.
69.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's Brewfront's first cover appearance right there.
Oh. 100. Okay. Very nice.
101.
Oh. Look at you, man, getting those low print run joints.
16.
Dang, I don't remember 16 looking that cool.
Is
Okay.
that sort of a violator thing, or
137.
That's a tough little area.
Yeah, you're getting into low print count.
151.
Very good.
Philip
So
K.
do you just kind of like opportunize these?
It's a wraparound.
I don't think Rat could hear me. Can you hear me,
I'm
Rat?
sorry, what was that? What
I
was
said, do you like opportunistically get these? Or you just wait for one to get in your price range, or how do you
I
handle
kind
it?
of opportunistically
Yeah, that's what I
look for
figured.
these rares.
targets of opportunity?
My LCS picked up a collection today, and there was a chunk in there, and
Oh,
he gave me a
best way
handful
to
of
do
them
it.
for a deal.
That's the
So if
cheapest
you
way
get
to
them
do
all
it.
together, then you beat them up, right?
I walked in with a $50 budget and walked out $200 a book. But
That's the way. But you're laughing though, aren't you? Aren't you
yeah,
happy?
yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Dude, these books are crazy, Rad, dude. You never showed me any of this shit before, yeah.
You just got them.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of blown away.
Wow.
Did you get those medals today too?
No, I've had the medals.
Okay. What
That's
number is
all.
that one, dude?
That was 162.
Damn.
Oh, your dog's a football player. Very good.
Damn.
Yes.
Can I show something real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure, man.
Ah.
9-9.
So,
Oh, jeez.
oh yeah, the 9-9, the infamous 9-9.
God dang.
I sold MT that 9-6, and then I found this 9-9 just by accident because this book and I have a history. I've had a couple 9-8s. I've had the 9-6, and then this one, and I doubt I'll probably sell this one. But
You'd be crazy to. How many 9-9s of that are there? Few.
that book is so hard to find on the census. Like when
Anyway,
you go to Go Collect and try to look it up, it's damn near impossible. MT, are you still here? Or
No,
did
I
you
don't
leave
see
on
him
us?
in the screen. He might have took off.
oh,
He's still here. He just ain't on screen.
I wanna preface this by showing y'all that this book that I'm about to show you is Iron Man 63, okay? CBCS. All right.
Okay.
Now, this was a 9-4 that was cracked out. Who dat, you there?
You with us? Who that?
I guess
I don't
he's
know.
not here either.
No, he can't hear us either.
If you notice this
Star
little
stamp.
thing right here, okay.
Oh.
Now, this is about to get real interesting.
Oh.
So, here's what makes this book interesting, because this is probably one of one.
double cover.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
You and MT
So,
doing this thing. Okay.
not only is this a double cover.
Oh,
right?
it's a freaking trip. Oh, it's
The Mark Jeweler double cover.
Yeah, well, I had the star on it too.
It gets better.
It's
It
a
gets
double
better.
freaking wow.
It's also
The or the Alka-Seltzer insert, right?
Oh, that's
So-
a thing too. Oh, what is
Yeah.
this? Oh my god.
So there were
This-
military inserts that happened specifically marketed directly towards the military. If you go back to the Alka-Seltzer ad, you can see it's the
Yeah.
sergeant major yelling at the soldier there. And this
Yeah,
only appeared in 1 month. Only 1 month did the Alka-Seltzer ads appear in books.
Holy crap.
so you're talking about like this might be the only one that's out there. I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking about a Mark Jeweler, an Alka-Seltzer insert that's a double,
And a double cover, dude.
and it was a 9.4 that was previously graded and cracked out, and it's got a legit shot at.
A 9.8.
If it was graded before, did it have any of those keynotes on it, like double cover?
Oh yeah,
or,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I just hid it from you. That way y'all didn't see it because I
Was it a
Yeah.
star stamp too?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Wow.
Well, for those of you who don't know, star stamp indicates it was actually sold on a military base, because not all of them got sold. They got sent back as stock and then resold. But if it's got a star stamp, it means it was actually purchased by a service member, most likely on the military base in Germany is the leading.
Now,
consensus.
when I look at that that star over there, I noticed that the 2's a little cut off for a 9.4. Like, it's not really a good fold on that puppy, in my opinion.
They
yeah,
don't.
well, CBCS, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
They
and
don't
you got to remember
deduct for that
they're
anymore.
grading the inner cover. They're not grading the outer cover.
They don't hit on the bad fold. Okay, that's
No,
fine.
no,
they
it's the
grade both.
best
They
of the
grade
better of
both.
the two gets the grade.
Exactly. So this being a 9.4 is graded off the inner cover because typically the outer covers are the worst of the two.
They list the grade for both covers, but the big grade listed in the box will be the higher of the two.
Right. But
Yeah,
now this
and-
book's probably going to go up for auction on the Whale Show. Here, when is that, Matt? If you don't mind us plugging it, Biggie.
The whale is going to be, it's a month away. It's going to be June 20th.
On Sunday or Friday night.
Saturday. Our specialty shows happen on Saturdays.
Saturday night, guys. The Well Show. When they say well, that means the biggest books. They don't show small books on this show.
It's $100 minimum value.
Yeah, and this will start out at $100. Like I tend to start everything at the minimum. So does MT.
Yeah.
But this one,
I'll be after that one.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, that's an incredible.
that like I showed this to Matt, but I intentionally didn't show him the Alka-Seltzer just
No, you
because I
didn't.
kind of wanted to see what his live reaction was going to be.
You did not tell me about that.
So
Dirty dog.
that's going to be a cool book. We'll talk about it, I'm sure, some more. But I just wanted to show you guys that one. That was the
Killer.
thing that I
That's
wanted
a
to
killer
talk about.
book.
Well, I hope you brought some more books, Troll, to show
Oh, I
later.
do, but you know, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, here we go.
Now, all of these books, almost every one of these books came from a collection called the Loon Collection. And in 1996, Dave Alexander, who I met when I became an advisor to the Guide, turned me on to Fiction House and also Fox Feature Syndicate.
Yeah.
And so he found out about a husband and wife who bought a house with all its contents. In the garage, nice and cool, dry and dark, were stacks and stacks and stacks of Golden Age comic books. And they were beautiful. And then when he tried to deal with these people, they were incredibly squirrely. And I've always felt that a lot of times when people find these collections, the wrong people find the books. But they're crafty. And so he had to do everything. You know, he had a U-Haul and he went there and, oh, we don't know if we want to. And here you can have some paperbacks. He says, no, I'm not here for paperback books. I'm here to buy on, around, and around. And he goes, you know, these people are just total loons. And the name stuck. And so I bought a big chunk of this collection from the Loon Collection because the color strikes and all of these things on these books. And all of these books are circa 1996, 1997.
Interesting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of Black Panthers
Oh my
on those
God.
covers for sure.
Yeah, these are gorgeous.
Manga. So who did the covers on this? Because
Joe Doolin did most of these.
Yeah.
I mean, like you see jungles, but you don't see jungles like these.
Well, these are the good old days.
Yeah,
It's
well,
kinda
I
weird,
know.
it's
I meant the
the-
color strikes on them are phenomenal.
In tattooing,
I was just
Um,
referring to being able to tie women to poles.
Yeah.
one of the
Well,
older
we have our priorities straight, right?
What up, Brad?
one of the older versions of Black Panthers that they use as a template in tattooing is like German. They say it's German style.
Okay.
And that's what those Black Panthers looked like on that cover.
Okay.
I like the eye of the elephant. Ooh.
There's probably an inappropriate joke.
This is a John Solardo cover.
Okay. Okay.
That lady, what's going on with that poor gal? She looks like she's folded weird.
There seems to be a recurring theme.
Yeah, she said she's folded a little weird, that one.
I just want to buy Steppo seconds, man. That's all I want out of this world. Like, just
there you go.
Sell me your seconds, man.
Oh, he's got cornrows in that one. Wow. Okay. It's ahead of its time.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
cool
the
one.
rhino's cool.
Yeah.
These are just amazing.
Some
covers.
flaring nostrils. Yeah, you do see a pattern on the Jungle Comics, don't you?
Well, it's everything's about slavers and all that other stuff. She's going to be pressed like a lemon here.
That's a
I just kind of take it that cheetahs are really easy to catch for clothing. I mean,
Well, she only had to catch one.
right, and it wasn't a big one either.
And and she still had enough for another 2 more bikinis, right?
There you go.
There you go.
She always she's worse than Lois Lane. She just gets caught all the time. And
yeah. This is Kanga. I can't remember what his squeeze's name is. It's not, I can't remember her name.
I mean, you wouldn't get Shauna the She Devil without.
Oh my God! Look at that.
That's a great one. The Tiki mask.
What issue number is that? 77.
77. Aren't these fun? And they changed the trade dress. It's sort of a shadow jungle scene that has then the jungle logo, and then they change the forest behind the jungle changes with depending on the colors of the cover.
I mean, that's a strong ink strike on that one.
Yeah.
Poor gal needs some shoes, I'll tell you. That's she's
Here's an arrow right in the neck.
Around the jungle with no shoes on.
Yeah, well, she's got a
bikini.
She's got a great hairstylist.
And you'll notice that he's got filed teeth too.
Oh
yeah.
And of course the ubiquitous bone in the nose.
The arrow.
Well, that was a big thing in the Congo.
Goodness.
That's actually historically accurate.
If all of it's historically accurate. And the thing that's intriguing about it being hysterically accurate is that it's all these black guys and all the women in the crawl are all white women.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I mean, all the way
that.
through, it's all these black natives, and they got nothing but white women, and then the slavers and stuff, and
it's always the white dude that saves her, dude.
Oh,
so what do you? Okay, so what issue number is that? 26. All right, so it is an early one. Red dress.
it's one of the few that has a pinup like in early Wings.
Yeah, early Wings didn't have a whole ton of female.
now,
covers.
I think that date with the 0 and all of that, I think this is some kind of a book, and I don't know what, but it's a very specific look to the date and all that other stuff. Like there's something going on with that one. Now, I tend to go to the Lubers covers rather than the Lubers covers have Good Girl with Aircraft.
Right.
And so the Bob Lubers covers are the ones that I would go for.
Which are always the ones I'm drawn to too.
Well, I mean, again, the ones with the Good Girl covers tend to have a pretty high premium on the Wings.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Now, that's T.'s favorite right there. That one.
I have a grouping of books. You'll see this says Richard Spence Jr. Now, when eBay first started, I started when I started. This would have been not when they first started. In about 1996, again when I started looking for Fiction House, I went on eBay, and some kid named Richard Spence Jr. Kept all of his books, and he kept them in a burlap bag in his closet.
Yikes!
And years later, his mother found the burlap bag filled with funny books. And she said, "What do you want me to do with these?" And he said, "Mom, go ahead and sell them." So I bought every one. So as I'm going through these, you'll see Richard Spence's name again. And a buddy of mine said, "Gosh, that's a great story. Ask her if she'll send you the burlap bag." so I, for Providence purposes only.
Oh, dude,
So
it just solidifies it.
I contacted her. I said, "Would it be possible for you? Can I have the burlap bag?" She says, "No."
Oh, well, I have to make a comment about that cover because what makes that a really special book is you get a ton of red dress covers. You get a lot of green dress covers. To get a blue dress, there's not very many blue dresses.
Now, I want you to attend to me for just a moment.
Sure.
They use purple for a lot of their detail to bring stuff out. They use violet. So as we go through here, whoever the colorist was that was doing a lot of these covers, they use violet to bring everything out. You'll see.
Hang on, Steppo, go back to that one real quick. There's a point that I brought up to MT about this, and I've always wondered, and I'm kind of curious. Does anybody else think Silvestri stole this for X-Men 251?
Well, there's some influence, but they all stole it from the Romans because the Romans were the ones who used to crucify
X-Men
people on
250. Well, I mean, this was before the Conan issue, but I like to think the Conan's what inspired the Wolverine. But that's me.
But
and then they got other ones too, right?
There's quite a
Right.
few X style crucifixion covers, but I think obviously you can say that there's a direct line between this book and the.
But is there anything before this?
Yes,
there is. What's before
think
this?
There might be.
There's I can't think of the issue number here, and I'll try and find it. See, there's another green dress. I mean, obviously these four colors. There was a lot of green dresses, a lot of red dresses, but not very many blue dresses.
And you see again, Richard Spence this was his book.
Damn. Richard Spence kicking him. Does he know? How did I didn't hear how that? I know the mom got the books, but what happened to the dude? What did you say happened to the dude?
I don't know what happened to Dick.
Okay.
I duplicate several books because when I find them and I like them, I was able to find a bunch of these, and these were running about $75, $85 a throw.
Dick is hurting.
Dick
hurts.
Dick hurts. Dick hurts. They got an awful lot of mileage out of that. To be honest, hey, is it Dick hurts?
It was
This
fun.
is my favorite
He
Wings
wrote his
cover.
name on the book, so
That's true. So it has to be true. This is my favorite Wings cover.
91.
Yep.
Yep.
a yellow dress. There you go.
Favorite.
Strapped to a rocket.
Yeah.
I second.
There's some double entendre.
It's probably
And you'll notice the variation in color strikes too.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of jet is that, Steppo?
It's a Corsair, isn't it?
No, it's a P-47.
Okay.
The Corsairs have the inverted gull wing.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, right.
You see how much oranger this is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's and this is the bow. The thing was, when I bought that other book from you, that Wings from you, the difference between I think I have it here, but the difference between the two covers from the color strikes, the one that you had, I've never seen one that had that good of a color strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so much of it, people think some of that's fading. Actually, it's just the ink started running out later in the print run, and they just turned more orange than red.
Yeah, and they said, "Shall we reload it?" He says, "No, these are stupid funny books. Let the damn thing run."
No, it's like, well, we're going on break, so no. Okay,
Yeah, we're going. I'm gonna go out for a cigarette. Let me know how it ends up, right?
Somebody had a cigarette and forgot to fill up the ink in their press. That's all.
Wake me when it's over. Got 2 of this.
I actually ran a 4-color printer press, and it's you can definitely run out of ink and just be like.
I found that now you'll notice this, the violet. Do you see the violet on her leg on the outlines? Do you see?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what they did for these. And of course, all these are Bob Luber's covers. Do you know the interesting thing is, I had a Thompson. I had an honest to God Thompson. And then of course I sold it. But when I was doing my research, I had sent a picture of this because the guy that had the Thompson newsletter, and I sent him pictures of this, and he said, that handle on the underside of the horizontal foregrip of that particular Thompson, he says that was a battlefield expedient that they did because it was easier to hold the barrel of the gun down by having a vertical foregrip rather than horizontal. Right. And so they did that in the field. He says that's it is an accurate thing.
Period correct.
Period correct. That is exactly what I want. Right. This is a big book. I really love these.
Yep, you've got the Indian. What was the British Indian Guard called?
Punjab.
Punjabs. There you go.
Yep. And this is from the More Fun collection, which was an aggregation collection that Bill Ponsetti and Matt Nelson found down in New Orleans about 1997 or so. Huge.
Well, the interesting thing about black ink is India ink. It's actually purple. When it gets light, it turns.
Now this looks more like this looks more like your Corsair right here.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Right.
And this, of course, was the homage that they had that one that
it had a much bigger fuselage too.
And that was the one that you see now. This is they called it the hose nose. These are the 2 copies, and you see the one that's brighter is the one that I bought from Troll.
It's so much more orangey red. Holy smokes!
Yeah, and it
really comes across too.
It's probably the biggest. If that's not the biggest Wings book, it's in the conversation.
Amazing when you show that side by side. That's crazy, the comparison.
And just later in the print run. Well, the funny thing is like New Mutants 87 suffers from that. Wolverine 1 suffers from that, where you get orange backgrounds when they started out red.
Yes, and the Secret Wars 8 is notorious for having all these orange covers. When I bought that one from Ed Craze that is cherry red.
Right.
I mean, I'm that 9.8. Lubers is a leg man, by the way.
Yeah.
Lubers is a leg man. He's not busty. He's very much a leg man.
Likes a good pair of stems.
Nice pair of pins.
Gams.
I'm having serious trouble between which one I find more time devoted to, between Wings or Planet, because God.
Well, Planet, you can't go wrong. Wings, the Wings covers that are just the aircraft do not generate the same sort of enthusiasm as the ones with the girl. This is another Bow book, another Troll book. I mean, look at the color strike on that.
Yeah.
I have never seen this. This would have been a high grade in the Loon collection, to be honest.
Yeah, great blue, deep blues.
Now we're going into Rangers.
Yeah.
You like the colors there? They got the purple and the blue in the background. Firing Squad cover.
It's just amazing what they can do with 4 colors, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a really big book. This book I bought from at a convention, And the guy that had this book, and he had the Fantastic Four that had the Ant-Man's FF16, I think it is, the pink cover, and it was Terry's Comics. And so he had this book as well, and it's one that is really, really hard to get, extremely hard to get. And so he basically said, I'd like to buy that, and I'd like to buy this other one. And he had about 4 or 5 guys hanging around. So he literally did an interpretive dance with these books as I'm trying to buy them.
Oh my goodness.
I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm going, and I'm I want to buy the books. So I don't want to make him mad or something like that. But it was such an RF that it really did. It frosted me. But this one here, to have a brown cover like this, but the gal is face up. She's got her hair nailed down onto the stone. Wow. She's bound on the backs of her arms, behind her back, to the sides of this, holding her head as the guy is going to chop her head off.
That might be the best bondage cover ever.
Black dress is a bold move. You don't see too
now,
many of those.
this is the best Rangers cover there is.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, and this brown cover, it shows every single freaking defect that there is, like neon.
Oh.
Have you ever seen that one?
No, I didn't know that one. That's new to me.
Oh, I'm going to look for it real soon. I can promise you that.
What number is it, Steppo?
It's issue number 14.
All right. Rangers 14.
Here's Rangers 15.
Rangers of Freedom and then Rangers Comics, or they both?
That one seems pretty damn good too. With
the frails on the front of the tanks is something that they did, and I still have not determined whether this was something that was actually done by the Japanese, although it would not surprise me one little bit. I've seen it on several comic covers.
Yeah,
so it must be true.
It must be.
Yeah, I mean,
the Japanese were pretty terrible during that time period.
Here she's got her heel going right into the face of this Jap down on the deck.
Damn.
And I think that, I mean, this is just, she's got the secret plans in her hands.
So do you have a 24 where they have the girl strung up by the neck?
That's the next book in line, buddy.
No, 24 is not that one. Well, actually, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You mean this one here?
That's the one.
Yeah, that's all. That one's.
She wanted to be a couple inches taller, and they were willing to oblige.
Well, her neck only, because it stopped her body from moving.
Right.
And the curved dagger, which is always so much fun.
Yeah.
It's extra sharp.
This is a huge book for Rangers. Check this out.
26. Yeah. That's. I was going to say. I was surprised you didn't say that was the biggest Ranger book, because that's the one I think of every time.
Well, this is by an eyelash. The one with the gal looking up, getting her head chopped off in a black dress and brown cover is very, very unusual.
There's nothing else.
The book value is 3 times higher on that one than the black dress.
This one pops.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
You got a $3,000 book value on the green parachuting girl versus the black dress.
26.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the bikini.
Dang.
Dude.
Aren't the colors beautiful on these?
Yes.
Yep.
Good dark.
I'll tell you what, the ink strike looks way better on that than the file copy on the price guide that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
Steppo, when you were an advisor, did you ever give them books they took pictures of for the book?
On the comic book marketplace, I took pictures and provided them to them.
Yeah.
And I was on the covers of quite a few of the books. The Phantom Lady one was my book.
That's cool.
This was the first Rangers I bought because I liked the gal in the yellow dress.
I actually did the same.
Yeah, I'm looking.
That,
I'm looking through here. Like 90% of the covers has a green dress girl on them.
I did the same thing for cover price for that Spider-Man variant copy that.
Oh, did you? That's fun.
Yeah. I sent it into cover price because they didn't have it, and now it's in cover.
Oh, that's a great cover.
That's killer, Blake.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Again, you see the violet tones that they use to bring it out.
Yep.
It's just, I just, and of course they've got the slave trade going over here. A lot of Arab slavers with hook noses, with whips, are coming after the women.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, they are the largest.
And you want to say the good old days? Why? I mean, if you
That's
want
the
to call them
largest
good.
number of slaves, you say, MT?
Yeah, well, the Arabs by a exponential factor were the largest slave traders in the history of humanity.
And that's why
Still
they
are.
put them on the covers. That's why they put them on
Still
these
are.
books, because they were not afflicted by revisionist history in the least at this time.
No.
Which is the charm, which is what the charm is about these books.
Talking about
This is the one I thought you were talking about.
Did you know that?
Oh,
the
okay,
UAE
yeah, right.
Like, did y'all know the UAE, United Arab Emirates, slavery was legal until like 1957?
I'm surprised that it still isn't legal now over there, if you really want to know.
Parts of it are still legal today. They
The
just-
whole Persian
but I'm
Empire
just-
was made up of slavery, for Pete's sake.
Now, this book, I believe, is in The Seduction of the Innocent because of its a hanging cover.
Sure.
But these guys are not cowboys. These are like Argentinians or Peruvians because
Yeah.
of their dress. You see?
Because of- yes, absolutely. So I noticed the bottom there says werewolf hunter on it. I don't
Oh, yes.
remember seeing that.
Yep. In the interior. And the nice thing is these are the Eiger House of Art.
Yeah, hide your
did
kids,
these-
hide your wife. I got
The
that
Eiger
too.
House of Art. So that all the interior stories, there's not a dud story in any of these books because they had a stable of artists as packagers to put these together. There's a great underwater cover.
Hey, guys, I'll be right back. Give me just like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
There is no escape, Trollfire.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
No. Once you're gone, you're gone. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, you lost your spot.
That's it. It sailed.
And this is a Louvers cover because Firehair came in.
Fire hair. Little cheetah action. There she is.
Fire.
Arabian Night.
Baby. There you
Old
go.
old firebush.
Oh, fire lady. Give him that.
That's a good ink strike on that too. That's a very deep dark blue.
Yeah.
That's pretty deep. It's a deep grip she has on that horse bareback.
And you know, the thing about it is she didn't choke up on the tomahawk. She had it at the end of the bat, so she got the most leverage for the swing.
That'll do it.
Smart.
That's a good rotation on that, yeah.
Nice rotation. I was just going to say that.
Uh,
This is one of my... Now, they had, near the end of the run, they called this Pioneer Star West Romances, starring Firehair. And this is one of the nicest, this is one of the craziest books. So, you've got Little Beaver smelling her fanny up here in the tree.
Wow.
Yeah, usually
Little Beaver smelling the booty.
Now, is that... I had to get this book. I mean, just for medicinal purposes only.
Damn.
Isn't that fun?
She's always like riding the hell out of something too. Like something's underneath her and she's ripping the hell out of it.
Her poor husband. This is a Dan Zolnarovich cover.
Oof. Looks like a pulp almost. It's cool.
She's strapped to a rocket or something? What's going on?
No, she's on the propeller of an aircraft.
Oh, god dang.
Yeah, they did that too. I mean, there's a lot of propeller.
A lot of
books like that.
propeller death going on.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna die.
that's how you get the blood to get to the brain.
I would imagine that would mess your airplane up pretty bad though. It would probably knock it off balance.
This is also from the More Fun collection, and I traded this book. I bought a Captain Arrow 26, the LB Cole cover. I spent $35 on it because the guy said, yeah, this is a rare book. It was $35. And I bought it. And Matt, it's not pictured in the Gerber. And so Matt Nelson was doing a feature called Unseen Gold, and so he was trying to find all the books that were not pictured in the Gerber Photo Journal, and he had a whole string of articles, and then they started printing images of the books that were coupons in the magazine that you could cut out and then put into the guide if you wanted to.
Dang.
And so he asked me if he could please trade me for the Captain Arrow 26, the LB Cole cover. I said, fine, what do you want to offer me? He says, how about the decapitation cover from Fight Comics?
Oh, wow. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I've seen it. Some good dark.
I do like these Fight covers quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's always the war stuff for some reason. I love war covers.
I don't think you can go wrong either. Like any one of them would kind of fit me. Like I'd be like, yeah, that's pretty cool. You know?
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
Have I put you to sleep, MT? Or do you split?
No. I'm digging through comic backs looking for a book.
I want to show stuff too, you know.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite Fight comic.
That's a big one, ain't it? That's
yeah, it is.
Is that Baker or Schomburg? Who did that?
This is Joe Doolin.
Doolin. That is a great.
And this book is I think it is. Yeah, this is the Rockford collection copy of this book.
Yeah, that's a badass book.
And you want to talk a color strike? This the Betty Page look. She's naked. Under the skirt, she didn't got anything, and on the top, she didn't have anything. And the leering Jap is pulling her off the lanai. And the boys that came down in the Navy fighters, the Marine fighters, and here he's coming in with his Thompson, and he is going to solve the problem for the Japanese soldiers.
I didn't see him grabbing her ankle at first, but then you show. Wow, that's crazy.
I got two of them. Damn. Does Alan have one too?
I have that. I think he probably does.
I think he does.
And I have a 9.4 slab of this book too, which until the Promise collection, that was the highest graded copy.
I didn't know you had
and when I bought it from him, it was on eBay. I won the auction, and I said, I put that book on the map in my article. It was a popular book, but I exposed it, and everybody went crazy. They wanted that book. And I said, I don't know, but I wrote an article about that. And he says, the funny thing is, it was because of your article that I bought that book. And I'm so glad that you end up with the book, because it was because of you that I bought that book in the first place. That's a pretty interesting story.
Nice. Turn around is nice. Oh, what's going on here? That's awesome.
Like a
hooded bad guys.
Some true terrorist.
Keep going on.
So, as I said, I put 95% of all of these together over a period of about a year and a half, basically. And and because I said, look, Dave, don't sell any more of those. He said, look, I'll send you a bunch. If there are any you don't want, send them back. And I kept everything because they're just very, very cool.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's really awesome, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Steamboat thing.
Yeah, she's gonna go under the water over and over again.
Oh man,
terrible.
There's Senorita Rio.
What is she wearing? An owl hat? Because that's obviously Mesoamerican. You've got the.
It is Mesoamerican. You're exactly right. I think they may be Aztec or Mayan.
She got in here, archivist. You're missing out, man.
Yeah, that is Mayan. Well, at least the guy on the left is a more Mayan look.
He's more Mayan?
Yeah, it's a Mayan headdress.
He's semi-Mayan?
He's actually Guatemalan, is the ones that have the standing up.
There you go. I like this one, too. Got her right by the neck. El Diablo. Don Diablo rides. Hola.
Wait a minute. Does he have antennas? on his head? What's going
Horns.
Horns.
But he
wow.
has the
With a
bolo, and
bolo.
he's got the serape or whatever it is around that, and coming in hot with the horse, Joe
Doesn't that
Doolin.
look like alien antennae?
He's the devil.
No,
Got horns.
he's just a horny guy. He's a devil.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, he's
He's a
a
horny devil.
You know, MT's got to make it about UFOs.
I know it is, and we weren't on the moon. Don't go there. Okay, here we go. This is the looking down from this cover has been redone a couple times, where you got Hook Boy up at the top, misshapen green face Hook Boy, and then she's got a Luger that she's plugging these leopards and she's clawing her leg. Isn't that a great cover?
Yeah, that's good, man.
Indiana Jones. I don't know why.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I've made a business decision, Stephen. From now on, I don't want any money. Like whenever you buy a book from me, like
He just
take it
wants
and
trade.
we'll figure it out and trade.
He's
Okay,
saying-
that's what we're gonna do from now on.
Yes.
People have tried
This-
that with him before.
This is a Lily Renee cover, signed Lily Renee down here on the roof. She drew Senorita Rio, and it's beautiful stuff inside. She had a lot of very fashion-forward type stuff that she had.
Huh. A girl artist. I always look for good girl artists. I need to learn more Golden Age ones.
I had a lot of fun with this one because, again, you see the violet on her legs and stuff, how they bring the legs out by the violet, and it's snake bondage. You just can't buy snake bondage like you used to.
Oh, those melons, holy smokes.
Yeah,
Snake
she's
is, yeah.
She's got some succulent melons. Oh,
now it's interesting because they said, well, let's show her from the front. And so then they say, well, we've done the front. Okay, let's do the back. Okay, let's do the back now.
Huh.
Oh.
And I love the caption on this is, she was a jungle legend, shadowy, elusive, softly dangerous. And when I wrote my piece for this for the comic book marketplace, and I stopped, and I went ... softly dangerous. What is that, and where can I get some? But it's a fanny shot with a beautiful tiger.
Anything with a tiger, good stuff.
And now we're stretching her out, because this seems to be her lot in life for Tiger Girl.
Give her a good little pull on, yeah.
For a chick who's best friends with a tiger, you'd think she'd be pretty safe.
You never
Can't
really
walk to
know.
the 7-Eleven without a problem, apparently.
Without getting stretched out. Oh, well. And you'll notice that all the slaves, you've got a whipping scene going on underneath there between her legs. Again, with the violet on the legs. It's a great full body shot of her.
Mm-hmm.
Legs for days.
Long limbs.
Her whip is the lash of justice.
Kind of reminds me of like Hubert Anatomy a little bit.
Oh.
Heck yeah. At least the fight girls put up a little bit more of a scrap than the ones with the Wings girls. The Wings girls.
No. Tiger Girl.
Jungle.
Tiger Girl
Yeah.
ain't no shy retiring nothing.
Right.
We're just about to go into. Here we go. Look at this one. This is just this is a later in the run, but look at that color.
Yeah, great ink strike. Great
Yeah,
ink
Tacoma. I don't know if this is a legit 100. I heard there's some bots thing going on, but whatever, dude. It's fun.
Hey, we'll take what we can get. That's what I say.
Right?
Hey, if the bots can vote too, let's go with the
Yeah.
bots.
I'm not that mad at the bots, you know. That's
I mean, you had 140 at one point.
yeah. What up, Tacoma? Though I like to have you on, Tacoma.
Here's Ghost number 1. This is Maurice Whitman. These are Maurice Whitman books.
Oh, I'm familiar with Whitman. Yeah, that's good stuff. That is pretty.
This is my favorite Ghost cover, although the other one is the one with the Quasimodo guy with the gal lashed onto the deck. I have that in a slab somewhere else, but this one is the one that I really like.
Goodness.
because you've got her coming out of a dream, and the nightmare Kirk Douglas in the corner has all these webbing things coming out where she's falling out of her dream trying to escape him. Again, Maurice Whitman, and Maurice Whitman drew women that had womanly hips, if you follow me. And full childbearing hips with very, very large, succulent things.
Goodness. Steppo. Succulent. It just sounded extra
pornographic.
That's a beautiful cover. Beautiful cover.
And again, this is a Loon book. This was the first Ghost book that I bought. Was one of the first? It was the first Ghost book. I said, "Do you have any of the other ones?" He says, "Yeah, I got a few more." So he sent them. I'll show you.
The shading on the sheets is phenomenal.
I hate feeling like such a noob, dude. Like, I just want one cover of some of these guys, you know, like the Luber and all that stuff. Like, I just want one. I'll be happy. I'll get there.
Look at how clean the edges are.
Yeah.
I mean, all these books were purchased and then stacked. They weren't read.
Yeah, you have no fading on
That's
that.
crazy.
Like I've had these for what? So if it's 26, what's 26 and what is it? 26 plus if it was 96, 26, 96.
14 or 4.
30 years. I've had these for over 30 years.
Well, that makes them in good hands, if anything.
And when I was able, and at the time when I went with acid-free backing boards and Mylar right away. That's what I put them in.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
And these live in a controlled humidity, cool, dry, and dark. That's how they live.
I don't think I've ever seen you show a book that has a wrinkled poly on it, dude. You're very good at keeping your books looking good.
That's Spider Flint. That's what he does. Somebody was going to get that.
Unlike Alad. Alad would definitely show a wrinkly ass. poly.
He shows his wrinkly ass all the time on very expensive books, and it drives me absolutely crazy.
I get him every
My
time.
God, Alan, you've got it's like these guys that have Mickey Mouse setups, right? That are they're worth $50, $75, $110,000,
Right.
and they've got them a $795 frame with no matting against the glass. And I said, "What are you doing? Have the thing framed. Don't you have any respect for the art that you have?" Well, I just put it in a frame. Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. That is stunning, dude. See, I like these a lot more than I mean, I like the Rangers and the Girls and shit, but these just like are hitting a little harder for me. These Whitman. I like this. A little creepy.
Finding these with nice colors is tough because it's because of the way the print runs. All right, now the last I have is Planet, so I'm going into my planets now.
Oh boy,
this is where it's gonna hurt me.
Here's 35. This is a Lily Renee cover.
These are really tough for me to pull the trigger on because they're not cheap, dude. And if you want one that has any kind of collar on it, you're gonna pay.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, this is another situation where anything that's like 5.0 or higher is actually a pretty high grade in a Planet cover.
Oh yeah.
As most Golden Age actually is.
The pink boots
Well, he's got the World War
the
One.
World War One Kaiser
Kaiser
helmet.
Pickle Helb.
The
crazy.
pickle helmet.
It is a crazy cover.
And I think the name of the guy down below, his name is Hunt Bowman. Well, what does he do? His name is Hunt Bowman. Figure it out. But he's packed, you know?
I mean, he's doing his Hunt Bowman back there for sure, dude.
He's hunting his Bowman right there.
Yeah, damn right.
This
Planet
is
Comics
another great.
Certainly one of the most influential science fiction books ever printed.
This is another outstanding Lily Renee cover, the Shark Gal. Look at this.
Oh, those are so good with the
I almost don't want him to show the planets. I seriously almost don't want him to show the planets.
Well, I know. Well, you and I almost bought this book the other night, Troy.
That's so
We
good,
were
bro.
looking at this book.
Yeah, that's good.
But this Planet Comics was a favorite of the nuclear physicists that worked at Los Alamos on the
You know them
Really? I
lines
didn't
on
know
that
that.
cover, dude. So good.
on the Manhattan Project.
I was down at San Diego for my only San Diego Comic-Con. This is 1996. And Dave Alexander got me in for free. And he gave me, my name tag was Ben Dover. And so I had my war chest, and I walked down onto the floor, and it was the first year they had this thing where they had the spicy almonds, you know, that they're roasting these almonds and spices, and the whole room is permeated with the smell of these almonds, you know. And I said, what smells good? And then after about 15 minutes, I go, God, I can't stand the smell. But I walked down, here is this enormous room. And like I say, I've got my wallet, I've got my cash, I'm ready to go. And I've been saving up, ready to go. I walked down one aisle, and I went and I turned into the very first turn. And it was a guy named Wes Dodds who had the Ohio collection of comic books for sale. And so, and I've shot my entire budget right there, because my feeling is this: if you walk past books you know you want, and there are guys behind you, if you say, I'll come back later on and I'll get them,
gone.
I did that a couple times, and I, because I was stupid, I was a cheap ass, I didn't take advantage of the target of opportunity. And I had learned this lesson before I went through, and I said, okay, if you see a book that you want, you hold that book in your hand until you're absolutely dead certain that you don't want it, because there's a guy right behind you breathing on your neck wanting you to put it down. So, West Dot, I'm talking.
Today.
What?
I felt at the comic book shop today. Yeah. When I got those spawns.
I can believe
damn
that.
shame.
Sure, when the new thing comes in. Oh God, yes. But anyway, the long story short is that this, he said, he showed me a copy of a Planet comic, and it was beautiful. And I said, okay, I'll take it. It's Planet 40. He says, now in the collection, there were two. Look at this one. And it had 50% more color. And this is the nicest color strike of this book I have ever seen.
Dang.
So many of these planets are just like faded
That
out.
that would be a nutty book to price, man.
Yeah, just like the Wings comics, there gets to be like too much yellow. They get washed out a bit, and the colors don't contrast well, and it's a printing issue.
Okay.
So that's
wherever this was. This must have been like in the first 100 books, as far as I can tell. But look at the edges on this.
Yeah,
Dude.
very crispy, very crispy.
For some reason, when you look at Planet Comics, there is a good percentage of them that are kind of washed. I don't know
they're
why.
washed out. Well, it's just low
They
quality
faded the
printing.
acid
I don't think
faded.
I don't think some. Obviously, some are faded,
good
but
God.
I think a lot of it is just the ink runs out.
That's a really good one. What is the good one on Planet, dude? I look at a few of these and I'm like,
dude, there's a ton. There's so many good ones.
that's a pretty good one right there. That one's one I like a lot too. Yeah.
You've got plenty of bondage issues, but like the Valkyrie type covers with the.
I like the other one with the other ball thing he did earlier too. I like
the
those
Princess
two.
of Jupiter.
You'll notice that here are these slavering octopus stem lobster eye guys, and you've got all of this smorgasbord of women in bubbles coming down for him.
Yes,
and you'll notice that, look at the different the colorist, how they swirled all of these different colors. The purple has various. She's got her little purple panties on, and she's got bright red heels. Perfect for space travel.
Indeed.
Yeah.
No place like home.
What do you think?
It's pretty good. I like the way her legs cocked up pretty high in there. It works.
So, I'm very, very proud of this collection. It took me a long time to put it together.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a knockout.
Now, do you know what's funny about this one? You'll notice that it's got an accelerator pedal with the footprint.
Mm-hmm.
Pedal to the metal. We're on our way to Uranus.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
With a radioactive hand holding a gun on him.
It's like a 1940s Buick pedal or something. Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Boy, that is a strong.
Yeah.
That's one of the covers that I've. It's very washed out. It's difficult to get a good ink strike on that cover. I've
wow.
looked at quite a few copies.
And
That's
it's got
all
a
there,
skull.
man.
And it's
Yeah.
got a skull.
Well, I like any of the rocket ship covers, and you've got lizards.
Are these still the Ohio?
No. With that, the Ohio books, there were some other standard Needors. I got some Wonders and some other stuff, but that's in my standard Needor stuff.
Oh, okay.
I mean, one of the most famous covers is the 54 and 12. What is the other one? Troll 21, the one that homages.
Oh yeah, the
there's
Dave
21
Stevens
and
one with the rocket ship.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
There's
Huh?
there's the Valkyrie that's flying a sled that was which was a homage
Which we
to
thought was Matt Baker and all.
earlier Planet Comics.
Huh.
Yeah, I've saw that. Sometimes the proportions on some of those, but so anyway, I walked up to Diamond Distributing. I'd already shot my Bolt, and now I'm on credit card because I had cash. Because I said cash talks and bullshit walks. Do you have a credit card? I don't take credit cards. And back then, there were a lot of guys, I don't take credit cards. Shit. Then you got to sit there and the $100 limit. You have to keep feeding it. It was ridiculous. So anyway, I went to Diamond Distributing. And I had just talked to this guy named Joe McGuckin. And I had tried to purchase the Mile High collection of Catman comics. And Steve Jeppy had them, and because he was a big collector, and so when I went there, I called him up and I said, I understand that Steve has and I met Steve in '95 when I became an advisor. He had just bought the guide and he bought all of Bob's books and everything. So when I was there, he goes, I said, hey, I understand you have the Catman set. He says, yes, that's Steve's. I said, well, I understood that they were for sale. Yes, they are. Can you give me a price on those? And so he said, well, I'll have to talk to Steve. Well, about a month and a half passed. These were all drawn by, these are Joe Doolin covers, Sue. Joe Doolin. Anyway, so finally, I called, I think the fourth or fifth time I called, I said, look, I'm just going to stop asking if he doesn't want to put a price on them. So I had figured out the price from the market, not from the guide, but from the market. And about 3 times guide was $17,000 for the whole, this was way back when. $17,000 to buy the whole set of Catman that was the Mile Highs. And I say, and that was 3 times guide. Usually it's 2 times guide was what they would charge you for Mile High copies. But then I went 3 times and then I added a little bit more. I think it came out to 15. So I put it to 17 and I figured for 17 grand, that's what I'm looking at. And then I wanted to double check. He said, Steve says he wants $35,000 for them. Excuse me, $36,000 for them. And then I just said, thank you, because he didn't want to sell them, obviously. So anyway, but I went and I was talking to this McGuckin guy the whole time, Joe McGuckin. He must have known my voice. So I walked up to the Diamond Distributing table and I looked down into the case and I saw this book and I had to buy it. And it is Planet 56, which is the test tube woman cover. And it's just an absolutely perfect copy.
Trollfire and I have talked for hours about trying to get that book. It is definitely top 10 Planet Comics for sure.
And it has a little date mark right down there, July 9th in the morning.
Oh, wow. It's a nice copy.
Dude,
July 9th for a September date. But if you look at the edges, and this was a $500 book in 1996.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Yep.
Because even back then they knew that, okay, what are you going to do? Well, anyway, so I walked up to him and I said, how much is the Planet? And he says $5 1/4. And I said, well, how about, can you go $485? He says $500. It'll have to be 500. But when I walked up, he looked at my name tag, and I said,
bend over. Yeah.
I said, "Hi, Joe," because I could see and I recognized his voice. You know, I says, "Hi, Joe." He looked at me. He says, Ben, it's so nice to see you."
Damn.
And I looked at him, and I went, "Joe, look again." What, Ben? Oh God! And he bend over. I said, "I'm Steve Gentner." He said, "Oh, I thought your voice sounded familiar." But anyway, so I only got it. He didn't give me much off, but he called, "Oh, Ben, it's so nice to see you." Oh, barf.
I'm waiting to see if you have Biggie Shaq's first cover appearance because it's coming up in a couple issues.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Yeah, that's not one I recognize. Okay.
And these you see these rocket these invaders do not come from space. They unscrew out of the ground and come out of the towers. You see?
Yes.
In a very phallic-like fashion.
Oh wow.
There you go.
I'd never thought of that.
Right.
That's a pretty one
Getting
too.
close to one of the ones that I just bought. We'll see if he's got a copy of it or not. Oh, I love that one. That's a great one.
Nice little punch.
Well,
Look
the
at the
blue alien
tattoo that's on his chest.
Yeah.
That's always got me about this cover.
Oh, I thought that was a date stamp. Okay.
No, yeah, I did too the first time I saw it.
Oh,
that a beaut?
That's pretty good.
One.
So
then you have the next issue. It actually has the same screw people coming up out of the
I don't.
63.
So I was at a convention, and it was at the I think Memorial Coliseum here in Portland, and they had the aisles set up, and on one of the aisles they had a stand. They had a little platform thing that some dealer had his unit, all his tables up, and he had drapes over the side. He had curtains around the bottom, and he had his books on display. So as you walk down the aisle, then it faced you. And so here was this book that was facing me, and an absolutely spectacular color strike on this pink cover.
Yeah, that's one of the famous covers.
And so I noticed, I was looking at it, and I said, "How much is that?" He said it's $39.50, $39.50.
Oh my God!
But now you'll notice up by the T. Do you see the circle and the check?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Cosmic Airplane. Because that's what the artist did when he would show these things, and he would put a circle and a check when they were finished. And they call it the Cosmic Airplane collection because the teacher who had all these books and took good care of them for his art classes brought them into Cosmic Airplane, and they bought his whole collection. That's why they call it the Cosmic
Airplane. Show that again, please, because we can't. I didn't see it. I still.
It's like it almost looks like it's done in pencil.
It is.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I still don't know what I'm looking.
It's over by the T. It's like a little circle and a long little check. Like I see it. You see that?
Oh, okay. It's like a circle with the slash.
It's like a little tiny.
It's a circle that has a check mark through it.
Okay, all right. I see it.
Okay, now I see.
Okay,
right.
Now inside the book, where he would have panels that he would have them draw, he would put a circle and a check by the ones that he wanted him to draw, or whatever he was doing. So I knew right away when I saw this book that, first of all, it should have been $175 even in the day. He didn't know what he had. So $39.50. Yeah. And I looked at it and it says, "Hey, there's a bunch of circles and checks through this whole damn thing." He says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Just make it $32. I said,
that's
"Okay."
Awesome. Did you know that gimmick when you did it, or did you legit?
Absolutely, he knew it when he did it. 100%.
You think
All
so?
right, just to give you an idea, that even though 64 is a robot cover, 65 is worth 3 times what that one is. It's one of the more famous ones. Just to give you an idea, because you're asking what the big one's on. I'll let if Collect doesn't have it, we're definitely going to have to look at the first cover appearance of Biggie Shaq because it is coming up soon. I don't know if he has it or not.
Oh yeah.
But this But this has been one of my absolute favorite covers. I mean, always. The fact that it's a cosmic airplane is so much nicer, but the actual book itself is just, she is so lovely, stretched out with Space Boy helping her to try to escape.
Yeah, it reminds me of a bunch of like Superboy and Superman Rocket Baby covers I bought because it's kind of got like that directional point and
Looks like some of the Captain sign. This is a book that's worth more. This has got a high dollar value, and it's my opinion. It's because of how dynamic the color scheme is and how different that color scheme is from the other books.
that looks like a war cover almost, like one of them girls that promote the wars and shit.
So most of the backgrounds in Planet Comics were like yellows, reds, and then this is just a very deep violet blue, which is such a contrast to some of the other copies.
Bombshell.
Do you like the space monster from Watchmen? Not Watchmen, from Watchmen. Is it Watchmen where they had the monster that came in with the coils and stuff? He's coming in from the top. The monster's coming in out of the corner.
Airboy, you mean? Yes, yeah, I think so.
Yo, thank you aggressively, dude. Thank you so much. 13 months. That's really good.
But her headdress looks like it's a radiator. She's got this headdress, and she's got all this. She's color coordinated right down to her sneakers. This is Maurice Whitman. These late planets are all reprints on the inside. The covers are new, but the interiors are reprints.
She's looking kind of like Poison Ivy, but she's definitely a playoff Peter Pan, in my opinion, on that cover.
Playoff Peter Pan?
Yes, with the dagger in the leaf, because the early Peter Pan, he was wearing a leaf outfit and had a dagger strapped to his leg or his arm.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
I didn't even think about that.
There it is. First cover appearance of Biggie Shack.
What the hell is that? Let me see this. What is this? I can't. My eyes are bad. Oh. Where am I? Am I up the ugly purple man or?
No, you're the alien with the big glasses and the long hair, dude. Come on.
Oh. All right.
I thought he was the chick.
But like for me, this is one of the all-time best Planet Comics.
That's a badass book. Yeah,
Look at the condition of that damn book. Oh,
that's another Maurice Whitman and dark ink strike, black background. Love black background book.
Do you like the Celadon green wrap around the character?
Yeah.
Just like Wayne Boring did with It Tickles, right?
Or farming.
You could just
look
put
at
that one
look
in.
at the spaceship.
You can put that one in Troll Fire's pile you got set for him there.
He's getting quite a pile.
That's in the top 5 Planet Comic covers.
It's a big one.
Hands down.
And you'll notice that he has vacuum tubes running his brain.
Yeah.
For this sort of bug, elephant, octopus, whatever the hell, robot. God, what is
it? He looks like crazy hippie guy. He's got long hair, the aviator glasses.
How did that book survive that long?
Without a collar tick or a collar break, dude, there's no way.
I mean, it's got one tick that I see, maybe 2.
There's no way, bro.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, there's a tick here and there, but the color strike is what sold. I mean, I wouldn't have bought it if it was trash, but this is a target of opportunity. Once in a while, one will show up, and then you have to make the decision, because will you ever see another one like it? I've never seen one that had quite as dark of a color strike as this one does.
It's not a cheap book. I mean, my comic shop wants like $230 for a book missing half the cover and doodles all over it. I mean, it's a book I've been chasing for a while.
I would expect it to be shit.
Yeah, that's a
troll. I got one of those on the wall right now, and it's
damn. Why does one look bigger than the other? You're just holding it closer.
He did hold on. He did skip over what I consider to be the best Planet Comics.
Did he? Let's see it.
Yeah, because MT has it.
I have one.
Does he? Oh, that one. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I seen you show that. That's good.
Dude, it is. What did I do with that book? Anyways, you can see the photo here. It's got a lot going for it.
Oh, you're showing it on screen. My bad.
Right, where you got the UFOs.
Oh, you don't have it in hand? My bad.
No, he has it. It's right there.
Yeah, can we at least be clear about whose book this is, for the love of God?
Well,
what is it?
Explain that multiple times, and you didn't want me to say that. So, I don't know what I did with it. It's here.
All right, no
I found this book, and I was like, dude, look at this this GD
You were
book.
on
you
the
know?
phone with me when you bought it. So,
Yeah, but I found it and I was like, go look at this right now. This might be the best Planet Comics
yeah, I know.
I
And
have
then,
ever seen in my
yeah,
life.
so that like omits me from trying to buy it because he's.
Oh, I
found-
fell in love with it as soon as I saw it.
It's pretty badass.
But
That's
mine, the one that I have here is not that good.
Because you've got, she's basically
Not
space
close.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, it's hard to explain this. It's like kind of like a sporty alien outfit running. She's very Eon Fluxy or some shit. I
Well,
don't
like those bombs are the dive bombs that
Okay.
that the Luftwaffe used to drop on people. That's where they got that out of, right? Or like the early World War II guys would drop out of the sides of their biplanes.
Out of the biplane.
What's
And then-
dropping on them? What's dropping?
Do
They're
you
little
see
bombs on her boots.
See her bomb strapped to her boots and the one she has in her hand.
They used to drop them out of biplanes.
They
here
used to
in-
drop.
Oh
them out of
yes, okay, I see them. I see them.
And then
Yeah.
you've got this asteroid with skyscrapers underneath it, multiple UFOs, and then inside the UFO cover. I wish I could blow this up a little
And it's
bit
a
more.
nice dark cover too. Yeah.
It is a great color scheme, and then you've got like men strapped to the walls and to the bed down there. There's women and men strapped to the walls, and then these aliens with globby jobular heads with one big eyeball. I mean, just it's got everything you could hope for in a sci-fi cover.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well,
man.
do you want to give me a price on that?
Yeah, he's selling it. That's a good point.
Well, Trollfire, it's your
Well,
book.
talk to me. Is it Troll's book?
It is technically Troll's book.
Okay, well he's going to
Technically.
hold on to that. one.
Technically.
No, because I may not give it back to you.
Oh, you son of a.
I mean, by law, it's in MT's hands. So
Oh,
technically,
here it is. Here it is. I found it.
Oh, you found it. Look at this.
Yep.
He's got it in
But,
hand.
like, we can talk trade anytime you want, buddy.
Hey, look at this book. Yeah, you showed this. This is killer. man.
So we said 1,500 because basically that's what we think it'll be worth after we crack it out and see.
It's better than a 5.5.
It's definitely better than a 5.5. But you know what I mean. 5.5 was a respectable grade for it.
It's one of them books you can't sell right now because you got to get
It
the
wasn't-
potential out of
No,
it.
you're gonna have to get it. You're gonna have to get that thing fixed before you.
So it clearly wasn't pressed or cleaned, and you could
Right.
see. The only thing that I think is keeping it from being even higher, apart from those couple spy ticks, it does have a little color rub on the edge, but otherwise, this book could have been in the 7s. This book could have been in the 7s. It's white pages.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a white page book, which is insane for 19.
Nice whites on there. Yeah, that's
Well,
cool.
collector, I'll put it this way: like I had it in my hands and I sent it
Sorry.
to MT. So, like,
Yeah.
my intention was like, hey, let's
CPR.
crack this thing out. Let's
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it. Let's press it. Let's get it ready, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm in love with it, and I don't want to. He'll never get it
Yeah,
back.
you son of a.
Yeah, you should just keep that
He's
thing.
holding my book hostage.
Sell
damn
some
it.
other shit besides that.
So anyway, that is. I have a few slabs.
Right.
I think I just have a few slabs. Almost all of my fiction house that I have is raw, and it is the. I have a Fight 35, and I have a few others that are my tippy tops that I have in the safe. But this represents my fiction house collection right here.
Yeah, man,
which
almost
was-
every one of them was raw. That was so gangster, Steppo, dude. That was so good.
I think it'd be
All right,
hard pressed to find a better collection like that any of us know of. That's for damn sure.
Well, I think we're at the point where if anybody else wants to show something, they can. But I think we're going to go around the horn. I'm going to show a couple books I got real quick, and then if anybody else wants to, my girlfriend and my son went to the roller ring. Imagine that. You know how far they had to go to get to a place where they can skate on like roller skates? It was like an hour away. All right.
You never see them anymore.
Well, let me just show one more Planet Comics thing before we get off.
Yeah,
this,
sure,
because I think
man.
it's important. So, this is the one we were talking about before. That
Yeah.
this is
that one.
This is the newer version of this cover from issue 24.
Oh shit!
And I think
The later one's the better cover.
I think this is the better cover. This is not a strong ink strike on this particular copy. There are much better ink strikes on other, but she's on the sled there. It's the Valkyrie character with the winged helmet. You got the birds that oddly look like Tara from Heavy Metal. Kind of seems like maybe there'd be.
Oh, look, we got Bree in the chat. What up?
And you've got they're like riding on snow sleds, which is a little odd to me, but
they
are not on the sled there.
The rest of it's all the rest of it's true, right?
They got like Viking history, dude. It only makes sense.
Yeah, right. So robots from the Inferno and Mista of the Moon. So that's more realistic than the Apollo 11 moon landing. There you go. I got that job in there. So anyways, I just think it's a good thing to know. We were talking about that earlier, and like if you wanted to know what the most valuable Planet Comics is, it is the one that started the ongoing characters, and it is considered to be the scarcest issue of Planet Comics titles. The God of War Begins. They don't come up for sale. $30,000.
Now the thing about that is that is very specialized because the cover is okay, but it's not. I think that there are better covers.
Yeah,
it's the early planets. If you'll notice, are what they call rivet covers because the planet has rivets on the letters.
Title. Yeah, in the lettering.
Oh.
I mean, there are definitely stronger covers. 10's a much stronger cover in my opinion than that one.
Oh, good point, Steppo.
That's a scarce issue.
The rivet covers. I like that.
So if you ever there's more. See, there's this aliens
recurring theme. It's a recurring theme.
Yeah. Yep. Multiple covers have that.
I had a chance
if you're at a yard sale, digging through a box of old magazines and having to come across one that looks like this, make sure you
go up.
Oh, dude.
Go up to 3 real quick.
If I run across
I had a
these,
chance to buy 3 yesterday.
Yeah, again, I just think the background books just pop so well.
The header looks sick too. Golden header.
I passed on this one because it wasn't that it was bad. It was that, like, I know in time I'll find a better one.
Yeah, right? This is the 3-Eye Atlas. See all the aliens inside the pod people inside the 3-Eye Atlas.
Well, I think it was like a 3.5, and he wanted 1,700, and I was like, man.
No. If you're gonna choke, listen. If you're gonna choke the money for the book, it has to be pretty enough to the eye. Exactly. Because the reason it's coming up for sale probably is because he's trying to upgrade it to get something else.
Right.
Oh, 100%. He's got a better one. That's why I was like, no, I don't want your like in that situation.
That's why I say don't buy the grade, buy the book, and front cover eye appeal rules supreme as far as I'm concerned.
Those are pretty
good. He had a 3 and a 9 or a 3 and a 7. I can't remember.
God, that. Whoa, back up a little bit, MT. No, let's see. That one. Look at that. Look at the color scheme on that.
Yeah, great.
Oh,
dude.
Good Lord.
That's my favorite, dude. That's my favorite.
That is just spectacular.
Issue number 2, and this is a Will Eisner cover.
Okay, it shows, doesn't it? I mean, it shows, doesn't it?
That one and the black one with the Biggie Shack. I like those two. I'd say.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a dead man.
He's hooked.
Thanks a lot, MT.
I don't pass the gimmick up, no.
But I just love the style of the spaceships in this. I mean, this is everything you would want in a Golden Age sci-fi book.
Damn, look at that one with the big ass face. Go up to that one.
11.
What the hell is that?
And this one actually has a decent ink strike for a
Holy smokes.
Copy books are not good.
But you see, the rivet covers have a very specific look to them. They are creakier and they are a little bit more old-timey looking to my eye.
Sure.
Yeah,
they become far more refined as you go through.
They have, and you definitely see more 4-color theme on the rivets than you do later on.
Yeah, I
It's
like
not
the
a very
Again,
good
a lot
blend
of
of
this
color.
is the other one I'd like to get a copy
The
of.
rivets seem to be a little less like goody girly to like more men beating the shit out of aliens kind of.
I don't know. She's got a hell of a set on her.
That was a pretty hot one though. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You can take that. You can take that from Troll right to the bank.
To the bank. That's right. Somebody clip that. Winged man eaters on Exile Star. Look at that. But I mean, it's just like obviously these.
I'm banking on Reef Ryan myself.
But you know, I love these books. They're just not necessarily that easy for me to afford.
No, that one with the yeah. See now you're.
This one.
Well, the one with him bringing the hammer down on her. The next one, when then with the Nazi with the spike helmet coming down on her to put the zoom on her.
I think it was.
Oh, she's got the old Viking.
Oh yeah, she got the Madonna.
Back up, just a little bit further.
Mesoamerican cover.
That one's great though.
This one.
That one.
That one's hard to find.
He's looking.
That's what I'm talking about. Now is that let's see, Joe Doolin, who did the cover? Is that Lily Renee or is that Joe Doolin?
No, it's
it
Joe
says
Doolin.
covered by Joe Doolin.
Okay.
Yeah, that rib cage is very
ghoulish.
Ribby.
Ghoulish. But I mean just great aliens. You know, you got your red, green, and blue aliens. Obviously the women are on almost every cover, which is a big part of why I think this book is popular. This is another one. The file.
I don't like the monster. I don't like the monster. I think the monster doesn't look right.
It's like a dinosaur.
I like
Replays is pointing out issue 66 to us, by the way.
Okay.
So
All right.
make sure we check out 66 real quick.
That's see.
Ooh, I like
he
that
did
one with
show
the
this
bubble,
one,
yeah.
and I think this is top 5 Planet Comics.
Okay.
Yeah, of everything that Collecto showed, that one in Planet was fucking his.
There's a 3-headed dragon monster.
I like that other one with the orb and the people in the orb, the tinier one.
That
We
one
looked
was
at
a
this
hard
one.
one.
Remember Trollfire? We looked at
Yeah.
the 2 copies of this that had dramatically different ink
Oh my
stripes
god,
on
you
it.
can't even tell. Like
You
if
couldn't
it's
see
faded
the
out, you can't even
background.
tell.
Yeah. I think that's one of the
Yeah,
strongest.
I think that's it.
too. All right. So what do you
That
say?
was a great one too.
66.
Oh, the tube ones was pretty good too.
Yeah. I think that's this one.
Now you
one
understand.
too.
Mickey, we're like, dude, we're enthralled with.
Yeah,
them.
we actually Replay. You missed it. We actually spent
Yeah,
about
we
10
talked
minutes
about it.
on this book.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Guess what? Collecto's got like probably the best copies.
He
in
does
existence
have a
already.
great.
Oh, you missed all the copies. They're gorgeous.
Well, you can catch the replay if you got nothing to do, but
Yeah.
they're. By the way, they have Planet Comics #1. There's a second copy of Planet Comics #1, which was I love that cover. There was a reprint of Planet Comics #1 that they put out too.
What was 66, dude? Did we miss it?
No, I passed it.
66 was the
It's
the gal.
Robin Hood chick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Peter
you're right.
Pan looking outfit. I'm telling
That's
you,
that's the Peter Pan joint. Yeah.
Was it second star to the left and straight on till morning?
Straight on till morning.
Yeah.
As they said in the Star Trek movie.
What was the final issue?
All right, so you're saying there's a variant of this. Okay, so it is the same cover. The international reprint from 2018.
No, there's a yellow cover that's much later, near the end of the run that they did, that they tried to prop it on it. I thought it was the real #1, and then before I pulled the trigger, I was able to figure out that it indeed was not a second #1.
The last
There's the
one
final issue, December 1953. Underwater.
Not as exciting for some reason.
And well, look what it says at the bottom. Canadian edition.
Oh. That's why.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not touching it.
We don't have many Canadians tonight besides
Don't
Bleeker.
enrage the What do you mean? Bleeker was here.
Yeah, he's still here.
Bleeker is my favorite.
That's it. That 69 was is one of the. I think that's underrated. I think that is the little bunny ears looking thing above her. I think the color composition of this. I really, if I could get one with a beautiful color strike of that, I would buy it.
What up, Griff?
Yeah. It's definitely. I mean, this is a terrible file scan of how pixelated it is, but it is a
The
gorgeous,
purples
gorgeous
pop
copy.
against the yellow.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's pretty
The
cool.
contrast, I love it.
I am a sucker for dark blue backgrounds. Synthezoids of the ninth moon. So that's where you get.
Synthoids, please.
Okay, synthezoids.
Synthoids of the ninth moon. This is literature. Please don't play with the literature of the synthoids.
I was going to make a comment about the fact that Vision was a synthezoid. Was stolen.
Oh, it reprints 40. Look at that.
Yeah, well, that's what Collecto said. A lot of these were reprints with new cover art.
Okay.
Reprinted stories with new cover art.
Now
But
I
see,
get
there's
it.
the phallic drilling aliens in that one, and they appeared like on 4 covers, I think. But this is another one.
Saying 69. I guess 69.
The next one.
This is not a good. This is the one where it gets the yellow washout. So
No, I got that one, but I also got the golden age of this one.
This is the ink, not a good ink strike of this for this file copy, but the guy with
Actually, I've got that one here.
And the Sputnik looking thing that's beaming down the aliens to the planet.
The one that's before
Here,
that
my
is
copy.
the one that was homage. That one is one that would be. That's a very even more so because the Dave Stevens homage that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because
I don't have that one. That's one that Alan's big on that one.
So you've got the Dave Stevens stuff, but
yeah,
this must be.
Here, go to my camera in just a second.
There's reprints.
Oh, yeah.
Reprints, limited publication from 1949.
See now did you wait a sec? You just saw Planet 2 from 49. Did you see the Planet number 1 from 49?
No, I was just looking for it. That's why I was curious that it's not on here. They just have Planet Comics 2, 3, and 4 in this volume from 49 reprints. Because it went from 1940 to 53 on volume 1. And then I don't see any other golden age. But then you got Dave Stevens.
Steppo, do you have any of the Pence editions of Planet?
I do not.
Have you heard of them?
No.
So the one I showed you is the first one.
Back up. That is the Planet number 1 that I was talking about right there.
Oh, okay.
This was made by
IW. It's an IW ripoff because they didn't have the rights to do it, and they just did it anyway.
Yeah, different publisher, and 5 years after the title ended.
Yeah. See,
Artwork's not nearly as strong, for sure.
But it's a top quality comic.
Indeed, it is.
Let me pull that up.
Header's a little different.
Well, you also had what was it? Planet. I think I have one right here. Planet Stories, which was a trade paperback that really kind of played off of.
Oh, we lost a couple people somehow. Hold on.
What happened?
Off of Planet Comics. A lot of these pulps had very similar themes with stories that were very similar about red aliens from the moon and Jupiter people, but fishbowl helmets, and it was a guy and a girl combo on a lot of the Planet stories.
There we go. Okay.
This one's 1940, so this actually started before Planet Comics, but this is a pulp. So
I feel like we had someone else in here, but I guess not.
We had Huda and
Rad.
Yeah, see how much different the ink strike
Rad.
is
That's
than
it.
the file copy I just showed, which had like yellow wash. I'll go back to that.
Oh yeah.
That's what we mean by a lot of these Planet Comics had like this weird yellow washout on the art.
Okay.
The reds basically red turned orange is what happened for the most part.
Now let me share. Can you let me share this screen?
Well,
I could do that.
Before we go any further, let's just look at the difference between Troll's copy and the file copy that they have.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Is this it?
Hold on, now I gotta.
No, hang on. Let him go back.
Oh, I
This
see.
is the UK.
Yeah, you'd have to add my screen and drop his.
This
Oh, I
is the
gotta drop
UK
it.
edition that you're looking at here. It was colored differently for the UK.
Yeah, it had a yellow,
Sixpence.
the original.
But it's the
back
same book. I mean, it's a couple months later, right?
I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell's
Come
going
over
on.
here.
Are you showing it?
Yeah, there we go. Can you see it now?
I'm trying
Yeah,
to show.
That's
Trying to write in.
Trollfire's screen. You'd have
Yeah,
to
this is
drop,
my screen.
drop him
Before
and
presenting
add mine.
screen, remove the media stream. All right, so let me do that.
If you just hover over and remove him, and then just add mine.
Remove.
Share
Okay.
screen.
I don't know why that was so hard for me. There it goes.
I
then-
just keep pushing buttons until something happens.
So you see how like
I am
yellow,
science.
how yellow washed it is, and the background looks green. Now click over to Troll's screen.
All right. Let me remove that.
Now his.
Oh,
his
there's
wa-
no question. Trolls
Oh,
has
it's
got a
green
much
down here. My bad.
that's a much better color. Actually, if you tilt that forward, I think we'll see more of the color.
because like her dress
Yeah.
is orange on the file copy, and she is a dark red there, and the
That is
background.
That
is
is
a
a
blue
superior
green.
cover right there by
And
far.
the alien looks red on this, where the file copy he looks yellow. So you can tell.
I
how
like
much-
all the guys coming down in the beams. That's really cool.
So
But it
Ink
looks so
Strike's-
much better than the
Yeah,
file
Ink
copy.
Strike's
File
very
copy's
quite a
horrible.
bit in Planet.
No. No. All right. Whatever.
All right, you've sucked me in for 4 hours.
Yeah, my wife's gonna kill me.
Yeah, we're gonna roll out of here. I'm just
How much
gonna
work is it? I'm gonna have-
zip through these. I got this one. It's been going up in value. Been watching
Yeah.
it pretty close.
Oh yeah.
All the ever since Logan Paul.
Logan Paul joint. Yeah.
God, he's driven the market, hadn't he?
Dude, I love the
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
that he
pretty much.
became such a popular character because he was never supposed to be a main character.
Is this pretty common ad? Because I got this ad by the Hogan 85 advertisement. It's probably more common, I think.
I
but
have seen it before. I don't know how common it is.
I think there's a Macho Man ad too. I
That
got a
one-
couple.
There you go. That's a good one. That's actually a Marvel book.
I
Yeah.
love Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
You just like
She's
Red
not
Hood.
dirty. She's just drawn that way.
That's right.
No. Oh, my mother took me to see that movie because she thought it was something else, and she was like, "Oh my God, we're leaving."
Oh, Jaws. Yeah, it's actually a movie about freeways and public transportation, if you break it down. But yeah. This is the first computer-generated graphic novel. Iron Man Crash. It's a cherry copy, so it ain't worth shit, but I thought it was cool. And some Crazy, the last issue of Crazy.
So long, chumps.
Little Obnoxio homage. And just I think Bleeker's getting a pretty nice copy.
Yeah,
of this
he's
pretty
got
soon.
he got that signed copy from Hoodad.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to show. Anybody else before we shout out everybody's stuff going on? Anyways, thanks for
What copy of
coming.
Marvel Stories is that?
What are you
Or
talking
Marvel
about? That?
Comics?
Oh, you're talking about the Roger Rabbit?
No. Over your right shoulder, next to the.
Oh,
Luke
that's
Cage
just
profile.
that's like a 1999 reprint of
Okay. I got you.
Marvel. I think it's Marvel 1, Marvel Mystery
Yep.
1, maybe. Not the Submariner joint, but I like to thank everybody for coming. This has been a fun panel. I appreciate everybody showing some great books, and thank you so much. So, Big Stepo was on Alan's earlier. Let them know about
It's
your
my
Monday
pleasure. I've been watching you guys looking at these Fiction House books, and I wanted to show you what they should look like, so that when you're looking, you have a good eye. You have a better. I mean, you already have a good eye for this stuff anyway, but I just wanted to show you what kind of stuff you can find. They're a little bit more difficult now. And Planet is one of the best titles. It's like it has everything. It has girls, and it has spaceships, and it has aliens, and it's got all that stuff. And so Planet's probably the biggest of the Fiction House titles by far. but the other ones, Fight, Rangers, and Wings, I think are pretty good, and I prefer Jungle over Jumbo. That's personal preference. I just think the covers were better rather than Sheena on Jumbo. So, and blah blah blah. But thank you for putting up with me showing those. But I very seldom get a chance to show those, and it's a pleasure to show them to guys like you.
Oh, they were nice, dude. I slept on them a little bit. Y'all know about Nexus Troll and MT? I'm sure they might be busy. You never heard of Nexus?
No.
Who did this shit? Steve Rude. The dude Rude.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. MT is busy, but he is the main guy over at the Astonishing, and I'll let Troll shout out. I'm sure MT will probably get back before we're all done, but yeah, he's over at Astonishing all the time. Check him out. Trollfire, what's up, dude?
He's over there digging through books like he's not gonna accept being one upped. I'm telling you, he's coming back. Yeah, guys, we do auctions every Tuesday, every Thursday, Sunday, and almost every Saturday night. Come check us out at Astonishing Comics. We got a big auction tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Guys, I had a blast. Thank you so much for inviting me. And
Fun to have you.
Collecto for pulling stuff out that makes me drool.
Yeah, dude. No, it's fun watching you guys interact because I know you guys basically hang out with each other all the time. You're always on panel. Steppo's always in the chat and shit, and it's just fascinating to me to see y'all show each other books and talk books, you know?
Yep. So.
Big Who Dat? Triple OG.
Hello there. Yes, I'm still here. I'll have books tomorrow on Astonishing. I got a whole bunch of 9/8s back. I'll be on there Saturday and Sunday because I had a lot of books back from CGC.
At least somebody's getting books back from CGC.
Dude,
well, those were there over a month, so you know.
I've had books there a month. They haven't even opened the box yet.
So, well, I got something that's been there since over a month, almost 2 months now. So all it says is received. But,
well, as soon as CS closed, I think they took over.
They don't have no need to rush.
Yeah, they don't care who they have.
They really don't care. They damage your books. They don't care. They lose your books. And they say they don't lose your books, but they give you a big credit. That's what Yahweh told me.
Yeah, I saw that post.
That's that's what I was clutching about. You see what I mean?
I know.
But PSA is no better, and CBCS was worse because y'all saw my story.
That was fun.
No, I won't. I refuse to submit to CBCS.
But I've heard great things about Beckett, but I don't know. They're only doing mangas and oversized things.
Well, they're owned by PSA.
Well, they're owned by the parent company that owns PSA and Beckett and SGC. That the company, it's like the head honcho. They own all these other companies.
Right.
But I'll be at all those places hanging out. I threw up a short of my CGC 9/8s. It got over 1,000 views in 10 minutes. So I think it's at 1,500 right now. So y'all can check out the short. Yeah, you can check out the short to see. I do pretty good on the shorts. MT, I try to do it when the guys give me the video book pictures, and
he does a great job. Great job.
Video, but so you can check out the short, see what I'll have presenting on Astonishing. So it's gonna be fun times. I got a lot of books, and I'm trying to fun. I got a vacation I'm trying to go on. I am going on, which is Alaskan cruise. So yes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's one of the ones I wanted to do. That's great. Where are you going?
Very expensive. It's very expensive. I can tell you that. But it's we're gonna be sailing out of San Francisco 10 days in Alaska area, you know, hitting all the Ketchikan and Juneau and all those places. But
Well, when you go by Wrangell, that's where my buddy is. I've been up to Alaska quite often, and you're gonna the topography. I mean, what happens is you'll see this unbelievable topography when you're going through the Inland Passage, because there are islands between you and the ocean, but it still gets pretty choppy when you're going through that. And of course you'll see whales and a whole bunch of other really cool stuff. But when you when you go into Ketchikan, it's there's with all the fish and what have you. You know, the tides are like 21, 22 feet there. I mean, as far as how far up and down they go. But you're going to see these huge mountains, and then after about 3 or 4 hours of it, you kind of go, "Oh, mountains." But I mean, but it's amazingly beautiful. You'll love it.
Yeah, it's a trip we've been planning like at least a year.
Are you taking the kids, or are you just going with the wife?
No, me and the wife and my daughter. That's my daughter's birthday. We actually made a shirt. I can actually show it off. I have to grab it. Give me 1 second. But I'll show off the shirt my wife made really quickly. But it's right here.
All right.
See. All right, she made this shirt.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Wow.
So my daughter be turning 11 on the cruise. Like when we do.
Dang, she's only 11, dude. She looks so old and mature and stuff, you know. It's like
He doesn't want to hear. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah, but she's
older than
like,
11.
She's just tall. She's just tall.
Hey, the sharks start cruising around Houdat. Good luck to them. They won't find the body.
Not what I meant. No.
No, but it's we're looking forward to gonna have a good time. Me and my daughter are planning. We're gonna get some king crab out there, and but we're gonna do what the locals eat. We're gonna eat the golden king crab. We're gonna save some money.
How long are you gonna be up there? It just sounds like cold and.
It really
it's gonna be in
isn't,
June.
Biggie. It
It's
isn't.
gonna be in June. Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
In June,
this is
not
the
that
weather.
long.
Weather's like it could be a little cold. It could be rainy, and then it could be warm. So it's like, yeah.
I've been up there when it's hot, and I
I
don't.
mean, it
mean
ain't
kinda.
Antarctica, it's Alaska, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's but it's a different type of heat. You know, where I live at, it's a lot of humidity type of heat where I live. So I think I can handle that heat. But I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fun time. And I'll try to take pictures and holler at you guys, because the good thing about it is the cell phones have like what they call a cruise plan. So I should be able to use my cell phone while I'm on the cruise ship.
Oh, nice.
You're going to be. I'll tell you what. You'll notice when you take pictures with your cell phone of the expanse, it is impossible to translate the enormity and the gigantic skies and mountains and everything. And you take a picture with your cell phone, and then you look at the picture later on. You go, oh, it's hard to see that.
Yeah, because I've done a lot of little different travels. When me and my wife we went to Rome and the Colosseum. I tell you, said this is just one part of the Colosseum. See, look how tiny like the people are, and then I said it's humongous. Like a lot of like some of those things when you take pictures, it don't do it justice. But when you see it in person, pictures you see don't do it justice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
that's very
yeah,
common with a lot of
it's
things.
that experience. But I'm actually looking forward to going, and hopefully I have time to hang out with maybe one or two guys in San Francisco at a con. So not con, but at a comic shop or something.
LCS.
Right. Yeah. So I'm going to Sonoma Wine Country and all that stuff. So it's gonna be fun. Look forward.
Good. Sounds good. Who dat? How about you, MT?
He's setting up the show for tomorrow.
Oh, am I like indulging in?
Because I didn't post the shows for this weekend yet because busy. But we have a lot of fun. Come over and hang out. Astonishing. If you haven't seen us, we do shows 4 times a week. We do regular shows every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and then we do specialty shows on Saturday. And Paul's pre-planned pop-up auction. That's right, a pre-planned pop-up auction. All Jim Lee, a lot. It's a lot of fun. Paul is quite a character, so I will have to apologize for him in advance if you've never seen the show. But yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's a good sport. But yeah, come check us out. We're always talking comics and flipping books to one another. I mean, we're basically just a group of collectors that find an excuse to.
Well, I find that I'm so glad that you guys are starting to morph into the golden age, because I think that it is the timing that you're doing this because of the boomers checking out and selling. There was a big boom in the 1990s when the greatest generation were passing away, and now the baby boomers are starting to shuffle the mortal coil. So the next 4 or 5 years, there is going to be one hell of a lot of golden age books that are going to be coming onto the market. So be ready.
Yep. There's a little something for everybody of all eras on our shows. And
They start books at $1. I mean, freaking $100 books. Any YouTube auction that starts a $100 book at $1, you can't really complain about it. So.
Even just come hang out, throw some jokes, make fun of Trollfire. It's all a lot of fun.
Nice first Hellboy you got on the wall there. Nice.
I brought that out just for you. I got that gifted from Collecto, so thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. And my first
oh, that's nice of you.
My She-Ra up there, but I've got a She-Ra Tyndale and a
yeah, you do.
There hiding in the back. But at any rate, I mean, just come hang out. Even if you're not buying books, just come participate, talk about the books you like.
Yeah, man.
Just a great community.
Big Bleak. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna try to drop your link more and swing some people over there if I can. I ain't like y'all need the help. You get like 80, 100 people a shot.
We believe me, we need all the help we can get with the
yeah, for sure.
On that show.
Bleak, Sunday.
Yeah, man. Sunday Comic Book Church, Sunday night, astonishing auctions. Actually,
are you going to sell Sunday?
Yeah, always, brother. If I can, I will.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Yeah, man.
It's only every now and again when I have to work on a Sunday night that I can't make it, but usually I'm pretty good.
Yep. And Saturday, go check out Chonko and Big Nasty on Big Nasty's live show. They do a pretty good job. That's it, man.
Troll, he gone.
Troll and Stepper got out of here. Hashtag enjoy. See y'all later, man.
Biggie. 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 Biggie.
Yeah, man.